I was at the liquor store the
That'd be
other day
fun.
because I'm working on getting a job at the liquor store.
Oh.
So I was over there talking to him, and she said that this guy comes in. He's a regular, and every day he gets a thing of Bailey's,
Uh-huh.
like sweet cream liqueur,
Oh my gosh.
and
Yeah.
he puts it in his coffee every morning.
He goes to work like that.
I was like, dude, that's how you know you're an alcoholic.
It's a great start to your day.
The best part of waking up is Bailey's in your cup. Yes. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Whatever time you're watching this podcast, we hope you are having a good time. This is episode number 25, and we have Anisha on.
Yes.
She actually knew my brother before me. They worked at Walmart, and then she sent me a message on Instagram, so now we're here.
Yeah.
And we'll start with questions. So you watch my podcast. You told me you watch it.
Yes.
So
a bit. I've
asked
been a little busy,
the
but
questions, pick numbers. Remember all that?
yeah.
So I changed the list. I don't know if you watched any of the new. It's blue now, by the way.
Oh wow.
So it's a new list, 25 questions. So I just need 3 numbers, 1 to 25.
All right, let's go. Let's do.
Do not pick 7, please. Everybody has picked 7.
I know it's such a weird number that everyone picks.
Everybody picks
So
number
weird.
7. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think it's like an angel number or something, so maybe
Yeah.
that's why. But I'll do the opposite of that. I'll choose 6.
Okay.
I'll do
The
13.
demon number. Okay.
And
so
then-
the demon number and the supernatural number.
And then for my finale, let's do.
Finale.
Let's do number 1. It's a good number.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna go 1, 6, and then 13.
Sounds
Just 'cause
good. Sounds good.
Okay. What would you name your boat if you had one?
Oh my gosh, a boat.
Mine would be That's What C Said.
Gosh. I don't know. What kinds of names do they have for boats? It's
The
usually like a girl
Titanic.
name, right? Oh yeah, Titanic. You know what? I'll just name it the Titanic. Give it a good
All right.
vibe for the rest of the
I
travels.
heard that there was like a Titanic 2 coming or something.
How are you gonna
They're
like
remaking
what?
the Titanic, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if that's...
I'm so tired of all
that
these like
thing.
sequences to movies or like.
No, it's like they're really making a real Titanic
Oh, they're making a boat.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the movie. I was like,
No.
what is there to say after that ending?
They're just at sea the whole time.
Yeah. That's it.
Or kids or something. I probably wouldn't have survived.
Oh
because
yeah,
they died
seriously.
too, but
Just do the whole thing over again.
it's a reboot.
Yeah.
Whoever's new now.
So annoying, yeah.
I don't even know who's new. I don't know.
Seriously, actors are so like underrated these days.
Tom
you know.
Holland is gonna be Jack.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
Number 6. What would your strategy be for surviving an apocalyptic epidemic?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Apocalyptic epidemic. I'll be honest. I would just want to die. I like don't want to have to
Okay.
survive. I just feel like post like a civilization, things are just like, what's the point in living? You'll just be miserable and suffering. Like I don't know. You would want to live during like the time where everyone's eating each
I'd
other.
like to live as long as I could.
I don't know. I'm like once civilization's gone, I'll go ahead. Peace out as well.
I think so. I have a truck, which is pretty good.
Yeah, for sure.
So I would just probably go straight to Costco and load up.
Oh yeah. See how long that lasts you.
Yeah, see what I can get there. Probably set up some kind of gun, something in the bed of my truck.
Yeah.
Have someone stand back there.
Would you just come back here, live here? Or where are you going after that?
Yeah, I'd probably come here and live here. I mean,
I always feel like this is the worst place for an apocalypse. San Antonio.
Yeah.
It's just so crowded.
yeah,
You know.
that's true. Well, I don't know. The Riverwalk might be kind of cool.
Oh yeah. Post-apocalyptic Riverwalk.
They can't swim.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But it would also be very, very, very packed.
Oh yeah,
People that
everyone's going there.
Are turning into zombies.
Oh
so
yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
100%.
I don't know where I'd go, actually.
That's what I'm saying. I would go to like somewhere where no one is, like Iowa. Is Iowa even a real place? Like, have you met anyone from Iowa?
I think I have, actually.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever met anybody from Wisconsin, though.
That's what I'm saying. Does it exist?
Or
We don't
either of the Dakotas.
Okay, I have met someone from one of the Dakotas, so that one definitely exists. But Wisconsin, nothing. I got nothing for you.
Nothing. Or Maine.
Oh yeah, Maine. Who lives?
Or
like
Rhode
who lives
Island.
there? I met one person from Rhode Island.
Rhode is land.
Literally. Yeah.
And then number 13, if you had to lose one of your senses, what would you choose to lose?
Oof. I would say my sense of taste.
Taste.
Yeah.
When I answered this, I said my feelings.
Really?
Like
No,
I mean, like I
feel
could still
things.
grab stuff, but I just wouldn't be able to feel it.
Yeah, but then if you like cut yourself,
Yeah.
like you would just be
I
like,
guess.
I don't know what's going on.
Touch the stove or something
Yeah.
on accident.
That's what I'm saying. Taste, like
But
I
if
could be
you-
skinny. I don't have to even taste food. You know, you
Yeah,
wouldn't get
that's
anything
true.
from it.
I would never lose smell because you lose two. If you lose smell, you lose smell and taste.
Oh shoot. Oh, do you think that it goes both ways?
No.
Okay,
I
okay,
doubt
then
it.
we're good.
I doubt it.
I stand by my decision.
That's our podcast.
It's the whole thing.
All right. Okay. So, you're in school, right?
Yes.
Okay. What are you in school for?
I'm in
Start
school for biotechnology and computer science.
Ooh. Oh, my dad is in IT.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
he loves computers. He does cybersecurity and all kinds of
Oh my
crazy
gosh, that's
stuff
so
like
cool.
that. Yeah.
I find that stuff so cool, but it's totally above my brain. My dad's also doing that
Yeah.
too. And they work really hard, but
Oh yeah. He was telling me yesterday. He was telling me that I just repeated the same thing backwards. That his company got hacked by someone from the Philippines.
Oh my
something from the Philippines.
gosh.
But he sets up the computers with some softwares and stuff so that it wouldn't like do anything.
yeah.
But he said everybody was like freaking out and changing their passwords and everything. But
Oh yeah.
he's like the head of everything, so he knows, and he's like, "You're gonna be fine."
Oh yeah. He's the
Like,
one who like
yeah.
you know has to take shit too. I'm sure
And
if things go wrong.
like he'll ask him to like use company money or whatever to like buy the software
And
that
they're
would
like, "No,
protect,
we
and
don't
then
need
something
that."
happens, then they're like, okay, here, buy it.
I know.
Like, why didn't you ask earlier?
He's like, I did. Oh, I totally understand. Only when it's too late do they want to, put
Yeah.
money down, for sure. Yeah, that's actually the main reason we moved here is because of that whole industry. It's like so heavy in San Antonio.
What were you before?
We were in Florida.
Oh,
Yeah. All military states, but we were in Florida, yeah. And
Florida's.
it's like the
In
butt
the
crack
office, they say it's the basement of America.
Yes, I was going to say butt crack, but yeah,
You know.
that works too. Have you ever seen the show Big Mouth?
Some of it. I don't
Yeah.
think I've watched it all the way through and finished it, but yeah. I've
Yeah,
seen
they
it.
always make fun of
Good
Florida on
movie.
that show.
Yeah.
It makes me laugh so hard. She's like, I'll end up being a crack whore in Florida. I'm like, yep,
Oh
that's
my
what Florida
gosh.
is.
Yeah, it's always in the news. Florida man, whatever.
Oh my god, yeah. What, wrestles with alligator? Like what?
Dude, I've been to Florida I went to Disney World for my graduation trip, but
Oh, nice.
I didn't really expect there to be like all these gators, you know. I was like, it's probably
Oh
just
yeah,
something
thought that was just an
stupid.
exaggeration.
And I went there and
Yeah.
like all the fences are like bowed, so they can't climb them. And we're like,
Yeah.
what the heck? And like they're just walking on the side of the road.
Yep.
Like so when we were there, the
Dumb
gay bar
sidewalk.
got shot up.
Oh
when we
my
were there.
gosh.
And then also that kid got eaten at Disney World by the gator at the lake.
That happened?
Yeah, in the lake. Yeah, we went to Disney World, and then we were in Disney World, and at the end of the day, we saw the helicopters looking in the lake for the kid's body. Yeah. He, like, jumped off the ferry on... Oh, have you been to Disney World there?
I have, like,
Okay,
once
so
or twice.
You ride the ferry across the
Yeah.
big lake or whatever, so there's
Yeah.
gators in there, and he, like, fell off the ferry or something.
That is horrible. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And you were there for this whole thing? That's
Yeah.
insane.
Both of those things happened while we were there.
Oh my
I'm
god.
sure you knew about the gay bar shooting. Like, that
I knew
was,
about the
like,
gay bar
massive.
shooting. I did not know about this.
Were you living there then?
Yes, we were. Yeah, super sad stuff. I think that was in Orlando too, though, right? Yeah, we were in Tampa, which is where nothing happens. I
Right.
think it's just like the strip club capital of the world, but that's about it. That's all they got to offer.
I think
But-
Miami is the night scene over there.
Oh,
Miami
yeah.
is the-
Yeah, like we went with my parents, me and my cousin.
Yeah.
We went there, and my mom was like trying to get into clubs and stuff. It was like funny, but yeah, they're like pretty competitive there and stuff.
Yeah.
But it is
So-
cool. I want to go again now that I'm like 21 and an adult.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
I can go do things now.
So you know Luke does music, right?
Yeah.
So he is part of this group now, Sewer Rich.
Uh-huh.
I've had a few of them on. I'm working
Yeah,
my
I've
way
seen-
up to get to the big dog,
Yeah.
like the head of Sewer Rich. But he's super busy.
I'm sure.
So I haven't. But anyways, so they went to. So they've been. They go. So it's getting serious. So they're traveling
Uh-huh.
for their music. So they went to LA first, and then they went to Miami. And he was like, he came back and he was telling me how surprised he was at Miami, like how different like the rap scene is, and like
Oh, really? I didn't even know they
like
had like a rap scene.
like the thug scene, like
Oh.
you go to like the ghetto here or whatever.
Yeah, it's like
you know,
nothing.
people trapping, selling drugs and stuff here.
Yeah.
Whatever, and it's like,
He goes there as a
weed
whole
for,
new.
like whatever. Yeah, and he's like went over there and he was like, this dude came up to me, like he came into their Airbnb, like he was hanging out with them. He had a plug for whatever drugs, guns, and then French bulldogs.
Wow, what a great curation of product! Like,
Yeah.
that must mean a lot of people are want these pugs.
Yeah.
I guess
I was
if
like, I want a gator plug in Florida.
Yes.
That's what I would think of.
Are those like illegal in some way or something, or hard to get your hands on?
What?
Frenchies? Yeah.
They're not illegal, but they're just really expensive.
Oh, that makes sense. That's insane. I didn't even know that Miami had like a rap scene like that.
Purebred, or are they like a mix of two?
I have literally no idea. I have no idea. I'm not a dog person at all. I wish I knew. But aren't those the ones that have like the shoulders and like, or is that something else? Like they have like really long faces and shoulders that are like really hunched up. I don't know. There's like
Frenchies are the ones with the.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind.
They're bulldogs.
Okay, yeah.
But they have the pointy ears.
I'm thinking of that dog that I think it's like a pug or something, but they're kind of ugly in the face.
It's all scrunched up.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've heard those dogs are like
Their tails
unhealthy.
are all curly.
Yes.
Yeah, they have bulldogs too. They have breathing problems.
Yes, it's so
scrunched
sad.
up.
I feel so terrible.
And they get all kinds of like
issues, yeah.
mucus and stuff, and it's just.
They're not supposed to look like that, I don't think. Like naturally.
Probably.
They're just bred like that.
Yeah.
So it's really sad, like, that they have to, live their lives like that just because someone thought it was cute or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I'm totally against breeding, low key.
Really?
Yeah.
That's where we got all our dogs from breeders.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, no problems because your dogs look totally healthy and stuff. But
Well, we do our research into it.
yeah, for sure.
We tried to get dogs from breeders that we know aren't.
Yeah.
Like they were
Doing that.
accidents or like
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, for
they
sure.
don't really know what they're doing.
Yeah.
like the little white one, we like saved her because she was like covered in piss and shit. And she
That's
was
horrible.
super skinny, like she wasn't eating. It was bad. It was awful.
Oh my gosh. It's kudos to you for like
Yeah.
taking that on. I would love to do that, like adopt some dogs and stuff. I have to wait though.
Yeah.
My mom's like
When I got Cannon, my Basset,
Mhm.
he has a long face too.
Yeah,
Like,
he's so cute.
I got him off Craigslist, and like I knew these people weren't like they had an accidental litter or something.
Oh yeah.
Like they're first of all they're like super young, like they
Aw.
look like they're like 18.
Oh my god.
But also like posted a picture of the litter, and I told her that I was interested, and she just asked me what gender I wanted, and didn't even ask me which one I wanted from the picture. Like we just went over there and just grabbed a boy out of a pen or whatever.
Wow.
And then just brought him to the gas station.
That's insane.
I was like.
I mean, there's like literally 15 puppies in
Yeah.
a litter, so I'm sure she was
But
like
if I wanted a
pulling her
specific
hair
color
out.
or something.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Did you have to buy it, or
yeah,
did
I
she
bought
give
him.
them?
Yeah, I bought
okay.
him. I bought him. But that was another thing. They were charging like really cheap. Basset hounds are usually like $1,200, $800. Like
Yeah.
if you can find them for $800, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But I got them for $400.
Oh, wow.
$425.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even
So-
though you're like talking like 400, I'm like I could never spend hundreds of dollars on dogs. I didn't know how expensive they were till pretty recently, and I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
$1,000. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, that's a lot.
Some Frenchies go for like $5,000. Or like corgis go for a lot too, $5,000.
I love corgis are so cute.
Yeah.
I know. I just feel bad for the little puppies. I don't know. I
Yeah.
just. But it's good that you didn't buy one of those ones that are like,
Yeah, I had a pet trainer on here actually, like
Oh,
a couple
really?
episodes ago. Her name is Shanti. She used to live right across the street from us, but I had her on and she was saying that she was talking about like how good of a breed my Basset Hound is.
Mm-hmm.
Like his face isn't like super like droopy really.
Yeah.
Like, he's not like fat. Like he's pretty.
Yeah,
you
he's
know,
slim.
And his
Fit.
a lot of times Basset Hounds like paws will go like that.
Oh,
If you
really?
notice, like
Yeah.
like a duck,
Yeah.
but his are pretty straight.
Yeah.
It's pretty okay.
I think that's like in the cartoons. That's how they look.
Yeah.
Cute little like.
Oh, little story about Canon for you guys out there. If you notice, I uploaded my last podcast late with Jude. I uploaded on Sunday because Canon got bit by a snake, and we were at the dog hospital for the vet, I guess, for a long time. So I didn't get a chance to edit it and get it out on the Saturday, but it's still out. But yeah, he got bit by what they presume was a rattlesnake, right in the left side of his face, on his snout, and his face was all super swollen. So.
So it's like
Yeah.
poisonous?
Well, I mean, yeah, rattlesnakes. They said it was either rattlesnake or a copperhead, but they're leaning more towards rattlesnake. But
Yeah.
they're poisonous snakes.
Yeah,
venomous,
for
but
sure.
They can. Luckily, these snakes can what they call dry bite, which means they
Okay.
can bite without, like they can control,
Just like a warning.
They can control their venom, so they can
Yeah.
bite without venom.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, he's not dead.
God.
They
Yeah.
can't really track venom. Really,
Mhm.
I mean, they can do blood work and see if it's coagulating right, and just see
Right.
if it, like, you know, if it looks right. But
For sure.
there's not like a test to see if there's venom.
Yeah.
Like, so, I mean, they make their best guess, but he's not dead. Like, he didn't die within
He's alive.
hours. So
Yeah.
it probably wasn't venom.
Yeah. Thank God for that.
Yeah. Yeah, so,
Yeah.
yeah. So, he's just swelled up really, really badly. He's getting better. I mean, the swelling's going down, but it was awful. I can show you a picture. Like, it was bad.
They already look a little swollen in the face, so I can't even
yeah.
imagine like
It
with
was just...
all that in there. Oh my God. And his eyes are so red.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, it was bad. It was not good. If you want to see this picture, go to his Instagram. By the way, I'll link it in the description below. It's nothing but a hound dog. Is his Instagram.
Aww.
But yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. Yeah, see, look, that's where he got bit. Right in the...
Oh God. Right. He must have been sniffing it.
Yeah, there was a hole in the backyard that we saw.
Oh.
And so, the vet said that hound dogs get bit more than like normal dogs because of their sense of smell is like super good. So they'll just be sticking their noses down there.
So scary.
Yeah. But we poured water down the hole of the snake hole so that it like
drowns.
Well, so that the dirt just goes like
Yeah, collapses.
yeah, like makes it like mud, like
Yeah.
concrete, pretty much. So he can't get back through it. So he goes out another way.
Oh my gosh.
So we did that and then warned all our neighbors like you might come through your yard. So just,
That's
be
crazy.
aware of that. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Thank God he's okay.
Yeah,
Very happy.
he can eat, he can drink, so he's all right.
Yeah, for sure.
We give him medicine. He has to take an antibiotic and a painkiller.
Oh my gosh.
Every
He's all
many
like
hours.
taking perks and stuff, the dog. All perked out.
Oh, yeah, pets are expensive though.
100%.
We got lucky. It was gonna be $900
Uh-huh.
for the whole thing to keep him at the vet and all the medicines, but they didn't need to do so much because he lived or whatever. So it was only $600,
Oh, wow.
which is still not great.
No, that's a
but
lot. You can't get like dog health insurance.
If we would have given him anti-venom,
Uh-huh.
it would have been $1,700. I was like,
He'll be fine.
I mean, he's not dead yet, so
He'll
he
pull
didn't drop
through.
dead. So I'm pretty sure there's no benefit.
You made the right decision though. so-
Yeah. Now, though, I think I would have not done that. I would have just
Yeah.
paid for them to check him out and then
Mhm.
taken him home. Because I could have just given him painkillers.
Oh, they
Whatever.
sell like over-the-counter dog painkillers?
I mean, I don't know if it was over the counter.
Okay.
But they did give him an IV and like hydrate him a lot so that it would like flush anything out.
Yeah.
But I think he would have been fine.
That is so funny.
We gave him Benadryl before we took him.
Oh, wow.
But
Like human Benadryl?
Yeah, you can do that. You can
Oh
give
my
dogs
god.
human Benadryl.
I did not know that.
Um,
I'm learning a lot about dog care.
yeah, it was. Yeah. It
I'm
was
sure
an
it's
event.
like-
That's one of the only, not downfalls, but just like difficult things about having a hound. Like they're just
Mhm.
way curious of
Everything.
everything because their senses are so heightened,
Yeah.
and so they get themselves into all kinds of stuff. It's yeah. I can't.
It's a lot.
It's so like he's getting better at walking, but like walking him is wild because if he gets a scent, he'll just tear off towards it.
Aw.
Like we'll be walking by like the
You're
woods
like,
or
"Ah."
something, and he'll start going into the woods. And
Yeah.
Get back here. Probably smell a coyote or something.
Yeah.
And a coyote bite would be a lot worse than a snake bite.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, I always think the venom thing. You know what I mean? That's all. That's the thing on my mind the most.
Well,
Because venom, like I feel like a coyote bite I mean, it wouldn't be poisonous.
You know, a snake bites you and you get 2 little puncture marks and, you know, maybe get some venom, put some anti-venom in them, whatever. You get bit by a coyote, it probably takes off half your body.
Oh, shoot. Really?
Well,
isn't he as big as a coyote? Low-key?
No, coyotes like probably husky size.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Or German Shepherd size, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think they're a little bit smaller than wolves.
Yeah,
coyotes.
that's true. Y'all have a lot of that around here, like a lot of wildlife. Have you ever seen like a bobcat or anything?
Not here, but like camping, I've seen a bear. I've seen.
Yes.
By here, not in the neighborhood. I mean.
Yeah, but I was going camping here in the neighborhood.
I've seen, I've seen bears camping.
Yeah.
We got in the back of our little truck thing.
Yeah.
All that stuff. That was in California though.
Oh wow.
Then we saw a bobcat. I think it was here that we did see a bobcat.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is, bobcat, cougar, like whatever that.
Just
heck
a
it
cat
is,
that's
mountain
large.
lion,
Yeah. They're all the same to me. I don't even know
how to tell the difference between those, but one of those, yeah, we saw one of them.
Yeah. So y'all used to live in California?
Yeah, we did. I moved here when, like, middle of 2nd grade. I was like 8 or something.
Oh, so do you remember California?
Oh yeah, I go back to like twice a year.
Oh really? Yeah. That's so fun. What do you like better, San Antonio or California?
I lived there again for like 2 years or a year after high school.
Oh, okay.
Again, so I moved back out there and lived there for a little while. But what you say?
I was saying, like, do you prefer California or San Antonio?
Oh, San Antonio, hands down.
No way.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Where'd you live in California?
What?
Where did you live in California?
So I live like an hour outside of LA, a place called Palmdale.
Oh.
Palmdale. So it's like so it's like there's a big thing called the Antelope Valley. Not big. It's very, very, very small. Like the size of Stone Oak.
Yeah.
Small.
Yeah.
It's like the entire town. You know where Stone Oak is, right?
Yes.
Do you?
Is that here?
Yeah, it's here. It's up past La Cantera.
Oh, yes. Okay, I do know that.
Like where Costco is over there.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like as big as all of Stone Oak.
Oh, wow.
Like 2 Stone Oaks put together, and that's called the Antelope Valley.
Yeah.
And so that consists of 2 Stone Oaks, like Palmdale and Lancaster. And so it's like really, 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 really small. And
I'm sure.
Yeah, that's where I'm from. It's like an hour outside of LA.
So you're like, that's more boring compared to like...
No, I mean, I like the small town a lot. Like, that's not what I mind at all. I mind the $10.50 minimum wage. I mind
Oh, is that low?
No, that's ridiculously high.
Oh, so you don't like that?
Well, when you do that, gas goes up to $5 a gallon.
Oh, okay.
Milk goes up to
Yeah.
4 something a gallon.
Yeah. Cost of living in California is just high in general.
It's awful. It's awful.
Yeah.
And it's not as community oriented as here.
Oh, yeah. I think that's true.
Like, there's so much, like, hospitality and, like, like, kinship here in Texas and San Antonio. Specifically San Antonio.
I don't know. I haven't been here too long to have, like, great experiences here. I definitely will say I prefer Houston, but...
Yeah. Houston...
Maybe I'm just in the wrong place.
Depends where you're at in Houston, because Houston can get real bad real quick.
That is very true. That is extremely true.
Yeah, so, like, if... I don't know, say you're, like, walking around somewhere and someone tries to mess with you, or, like, you're just walking around alone, you know where you're at. In San Antonio, someone's going to help you. Like, so, like...
you don't get that vibe in, like, Houston?
Someone's going to protect you, someone's going to help you, someone's going to, like... hey, you okay? Whatever like that.
Reach out.
Whatever. In California, they'll do.
They'll mind their own business.
Turn a cheek. They'll just kind of try and, mind their own business.
No, I totally agree with that. I think in general, Texas is super community based for sure.
Yeah, and California is also very, very, very political.
Oh, really?
In a super radical way. Ridiculous. Like last time we went out there and they were talking about COVID.
Yeah.
We were listening to the news. Because our family was out there and stuff, and we were wondering why the heck like out here we can go places, just wear a mask and whatever, and it's fine.
It's fine, yeah.
Everybody was our family was freaked out there, they were gonna die, and so we were out there and we were watching the news and we were well, no wonder they think they're gonna die. They're telling them like assume every single person you see has it. Wear your
Oh
mask
my
in your house.
God.
Like if someone leaves your house, don't let them back in again. Like
No way. They were like
yeah,
literally saying that on the news.
yeah, they're like yeah, like all kinds of stuff. Don't have anybody over for Thanksgiving. Like double
Yeah.
mask, like all kinds of stuff. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
I really appreciate like well, I think like in Texas, if you live like in the cities like San Antonio, Houston, Dallas, Austin,
Yeah.
well, yeah, I think like the political temperament is pretty neutral, like
Yeah.
and it's perfect, like because Texas is conservative in general, but like
Yeah.
the cities are going to be a little more liberal,
Yeah.
and then it like really balances out. But I'm sure like in California, it's like
Oh yeah, it's
insane.
all of it is like ridiculously far left liberal.
Yeah.
Like.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just bad.
Yeah. I mean, the whole country is very like
But-
bipolar or not bipolar. Sorry, polarized in general.
Yeah, but-
so
To me, like I would, like it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter what you vote. Like you vote something, okay.
mm-hmm.
You obviously don't vote something because you don't like it. Like you think it's gonna be a good thing, right?
Yeah, or you think you don't have a choice.
Yeah, but if you vote something and it turns out not to be what you think,
Mm-hmm. Why would you continue
like
to vote?
yeah,
right?
like first of all, why would you continue? But also like why are you acting like everything's okay? Like
oh yeah,
like why don't like
like
you
the
know,
inability to criticize.
like the gas is up to $5 a gallon now.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's
Yeah.
not right. Something's wrong.
Yeah.
Like
It sucks that people always like naturally organize themselves into factions in the first place. That kind of
Yeah.
sucks. It's like why can't we just come together and come up with the best solutions
Yeah.
for everyone in general?
I've said that like so many times on this
Yeah.
podcast. I'm always like, first of all, I don't think there should be any I don't think there should be any groups.
Yeah.
Like I think that's so dumb.
Yeah.
That's so. I mean, obviously, you kind of have to have political groups.
I mean, not real. I
Like
the founding fathers did not create like the Constitution or like the structure of the government with political parties in mind.
yeah,
You know, they didn't actually want that. So, you know, it makes sense that there wouldn't. It would be better if there weren't any political parties.
yeah. But I don't think there should be like anything. Like obviously like you have to have races, but like I'm talking about like I don't think there should be like any like none of these feminists. You know,
like geared towards one group.
Yeah, like,
Mm-hmm.
or I don't even think there should be like LGBT whatever Q whatever. Like
Mhm.
we're all humans.
Mm-hmm.
Just be kind to each other. Like doesn't matter.
Yeah, I
Like
totally
just
get it.
I do not understand what is so difficult about first of all being kind,
Mm-hmm.
but second of all like
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 not-
seeing
like
people
being
past
honest,
their
like not
okay.
being a hypocrite, like not
Yeah.
like being like I feel like people don't believe that their party can do wrong, like their political
Mhm.
party, and I think that's one of the big problems. Like,
Yeah.
like I always say, it doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat, conservative or liberal, whatever you want to say. It doesn't matter personally to me. I don't care, but what I do care about is that you're going to be fair.
Yeah.
Like if one side screws up, one side screws up, the other side screws up, the other side screws up.
Yeah.
Like both sides can screw up.
Yeah, I totally understand that.
Like, and one of them is not God, and one of them is not Satan. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I always felt like the parties are extremely similar. Like, at their basis, you know, they're all the machine or whatever. I definitely think a lot of like, I think like age honestly has more to do with how you think than like your political party. So
yeah.
these people are so old. It's like there should be definitely an age limit to how long you can be
Yeah.
in office. Because, the generation you grow up in is going to be way more influential over how you think than...
I would almost say that I think you have to be older than 18 to vote, too. I think you should probably be like 21.
Yeah, I don't understand how come, like, you can't drink, but you can vote. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, and I also think, like, younger kids don't really... When they, like, 18-year-olds go to vote, they don't really listen to everything. Like, I don't know, they'll be like, oh, I'll legalize weed, and then they'll go vote for them.
Yeah,
And
that's,
it's like,
you know...
that's the only thing you heard. You didn't hear the gas prices are going to go up to $1 trillion. You didn't hear that, you know, the wars that he's going to try and, like, put us in. You didn't hear, like,
Yeah.
anything else. You heard he's going to legalize weed.
Yeah, and then you're like, I haven't decided.
Like,
Yeah. I think in general though, it's difficult. Even if like people were willing to listen to news and stuff, news itself is so polarized
I
that
think
it's almost impossible to get like a neutral ground on news. You know, so
Yeah.
you know they could be listening to news, but if it's
I absolutely think the
polarizing
news
news,
is the biggest enemy.
yeah, it's so biased.
Hands down, the news is the biggest enemy, and I also don't think the government is for the people at all. Anyways,
Oh, 100%. They're definitely not because
the media I think the media has a narrative or
mhm.
like a direction that they want to go, and they're only going to show things that fit that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's so many other factors at play. Like, I think if you started off in politics, median income, and then you became rich in politics, that's such a big red flag to me. Politics is not like, how did you get that money? Unless you were, taking it for specific interests, which is definitely not the people, because the people don't have all the money, So
Yeah.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
It's sad. It really is sad.
Yeah.
But I think, politics are it's so easy to get corrupted, especially in American politics, for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then the other thing, like, I just don't understand why people like base their relationships off of politics. Like, oh, if you're conservative, then like block me, or like we can't be friends at all. It's like, if I never told you I was conservative or liberal or whatever, like, would you even?
Yeah, would you feel the same?
Yeah, like, would you even care? Like,
I think like it's become where the parties. It's become like such an identity for people, and it's like. I do feel like I have a lot of privilege as like, I came from a family that was pretty well off and like, I'm half white, all these things. So I have a lot of privilege. So I don't really have a place to say like, I can easily be like politics don't matter because they don't affect me that much. But I don't know what it's like to be in a different position for sure,
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah, I can't really speak on it too much. Like if I was... if the Conservative Party comes off racist, then, how does that affect other groups of people,
But then you also have to think if that's just the media
That's
portraying
true,
what they want to
100%.
portray.
I agree 100%. Yeah, it's a very difficult, nuanced subject for sure.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many things to it,
Yeah.
so.
Me and my dad love politics. Like,
Yeah.
when I was in college, that was one of the classes I took, was government.
Yeah.
And so I learned a lot about politics, and we talk about politics all the time.
There's a lot of messed up things
I mean-
in that subject. Like, a lot of things are illegal when it comes to, like, influencing
Yeah.
politics that should definitely not be. Like,
Yeah.
they can make a lot of changes there.
I mean, I
just
could
don't
give you
want to.
tons of examples of all the stuff that I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah,
but
same.
I don't. This podcast is only 25 episodes long so far, and I would prefer it to not get canceled. So
On the
I
25th?
just, I mean, I really don't care. Like, I'll say
same.
whatever I want on this podcast. I really, really don't care.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I think the big moral of the story is just, be kind
I don't know
to
who
your
else
fellow
cares.
people.
So
No, that's true. A lot of people, definitely do. But moral of the story is
yeah.
just be kind and do your best.
Yeah.
to
I
make
mean,
the
there's
right
some
decisions.
like really like
Do your research.
triggering things like that I could say that people would be like freaking like.
You look like you're holding back.
Okay. So okay, I don't really care. I'll just say one of the biggest examples.
Okay.
So the biggest example is George Floyd.
Which one?
George Floyd.
Oh,
About
okay,
the way
okay.
the media portrays things. So they say that he said, "I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe." And they say like he's this upstanding black man. He was a father. That's what they portray. Okay, yes, he may have been a father. Okay. Also, though, he was a drug dealer in that area, right? And he was selling counterfeit money too at that time. Also, he also had fentanyl and meth in his system, right? And then, so the first thing they do, they all the final us out. They arrest him. They put him in the back of the car. That's when he says, "I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Let me out of the car." Because he's on meth. And the walls are closing in around him, and he's getting arrested. And so he's freaking out in the back of this cop car, as you do when you're strung out. So obviously I don't agree with the cops do. Obviously I don't agree with that. They are stupid. They take him out of the car. don't take him out of the car. He's already under arrest. He's tripping on meth. He's fine. Like, obviously, he's in a fine position. He's not going to die.
Mm-hmm.
He's just tripping. Well, they take him out of the car. And then he's saying, he's still, still yelling, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. And so they do whatever they're going to do. They try to get him back in the car. He says no, ends up on the floor. And that's when and he puts his knee on the back of his neck. And whatever. So cops
We've seen the video. It's
Cops
horrible.
are trained to put their knee in the, like, small between your shoulder blades to hold you to the floor. Because that's not going to restrict anything or do anything like that. So that's where they're trained to put their knee. Like when you see in the shows, they put their knee down on you like that. And put your hands behind your back. That's what they're trained to do. But he went too high and he put it on his neck, which obviously isn't right. And I'm not entirely sure that he didn't do that on purpose. But there was a whole lot more to the story that they didn't tell you.
I mean...
Like a whole lot. Like they didn't even say he was in the cop car at first.
Yeah. I think that may change a little bit of the perspective of it. But like the general concept of like, he was sitting there for 10 minutes and, saying he couldn't breathe. And then the cop, like, was very clearly on his neck. Other people were telling him, you're on his neck, he can't breathe. And then he didn't move until, like, he was dead. I mean, that's so horrible.
Yeah.
And then when the ambulance comes, they don't even check to see if he's okay, if he's alive. They don't attempt to resuscitate him. They don't literally do anything. They just take him away.
But how do you know if he has a do not resuscitate card or something?
That's true, too. I guess, we only know as much as we see.
But they're not ever going to tell you if he does or doesn't.
Yeah.
They're just going to say they didn't.
That's true. I just think, and I don't think anyone's ever going to be like a perfect martyr, especially if they don't want to be a martyr in the first place. But the concept that the cops, need to be more careful, especially if that's their entire job is keeping people safe.
Yeah.
Still stands.
I mean,
and unfairly targeting a group of people, I think, is definitely true. That's not the only example we have either, so.
Yeah. I also believe that the cops, though, the other cops that were there watching him they probably should have done something. I mean, not probably. They should have done something, too. They could have just grabbed him.
They could have just looked and been like, dude, you're sitting on his neck. But they just didn't question what he was doing. And, he had, like, a lot of past reports of inappropriate behavior as well.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have been a cop anymore, clearly.
The whole thing could have just been avoided if
they
you
had
just left him
fired
in the back of the cop car.
That too. Or if he wasn't allowed to be a police officer after beating someone the first time.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of issues there.
I agree with that. I think that there's a whole other side to the coin that they won't show you. Even if, like, yes, the cop shouldn't have done what he did, the other cop shouldn't have watched him. He has this record. Like, all that's true, yes, but what's also true is that he was a drug dealer. He was on drugs. He was,
That's true. But, like, does it really change,
It changes the fact that it wasn't just a cop taking an innocent black man's life.
Okay, so the innocence is what's changed for you. So that lessens the crime to you? It doesn't lessen it to me.
It doesn't lessen the crime, but it lessens the movement.
Oh, because the movement's built on innocence.
Okay. Okay, so why can't I go riot that they arrested Charles Manson? He was like, oh, you arrested another white man. Another white man's in prison. Well,
but
he's a serial killer. So.
I guess the problem is like, I think I don't think there is a definite targeting almost, not even targeting, but just like unfair treatment, of different groups of people by the police. So I guess that's the main.
Obviously,
it doesn't matter. Like all criminals should be treated the same. Like all people should be treated the same. It doesn't matter, like...
Criminals should be treated
Oh, yeah, by the cops, all criminals should be treated the same. It doesn't matter, like, their skin color. And...
I mean, I definitely think there are people that are racist. Like, that's a thing.
Well, I think, honestly, like...
But I don't think the entire cop force as a unit is racist.
Well, the origins of the police was...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, to target black people specifically. So, I actually think, like, being racist is... almost like something you have to,
Being racist is a learned trait.
Yeah, this is like a little controversial. No, to be honest, I think it's actually a little bit of the opposite. Like, I've seen a study that showed that people who, just people in general, being racist, not even being racist, but being prejudiced towards any group of people, it doesn't matter, like, skin color or anything specific, is actually an evolutionary trait that we have to help protect us. So, like, your body will naturally, like, associate experiences you've had with other types of people, just to help protect you. And you actually have to learn to think above that. You have to evolve to be a higher thinker than that. So a lot of people at their base are actually prejudiced towards many different kinds of people depending on their experiences. So yeah, that's a little... I don't know if that everyone agrees with that, but I do see that as...
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think your experiences can...
dictate how you view.
Yeah, like, I don't know, like if a girl gets raped by a certain colored person, I'm sure they're going to be weary of that kind of person. Like you go through an experience and it makes you...
Yeah, I mean, your brain will naturally organize itself in a way to where you are more prejudiced.
Yeah, I mean, even...
You have to unlearn that.
Even behavior. Outside of just race, women do it all the time these days. I hate all men. I hate all men. I hate all men. Because they were damaged by one man. Now they hate the entire population of men.
I feel like the woman thing is just more like... there are, the way men are socialized in society. He's laughing because I always rant about this. It's just like the way men are socialized, I think, gives them all a couple of traits that, can hurt women in general. So that's just what I think. But I also think, there's just natural differences between men and women that, lead to that as well. So, yeah. I think when they say, like, I hate all men or whatever, they're more just talking about that overall patriarchy. It is a little frustrating, to be objectified or be shamed sexually. That does suck, but...
I mean, yeah, I watched this TikTok the other day where it was explained perfectly about how men feel in society, like the way men are in society. Like,
I'm so down to hear it. Please let me know.
So he laid out everything, like he was talking about, like men are told, like, to be the breadwinners, like to be hard
provider,
work sun up, sun down, they're told to be like, to like stifle your emotions, like, be hardened, be, a man, like just like you're not meant to be the emotional one, you're meant to be like the
masculine
worker, the provider, masculine. And then, the nurturing and the emotions is meant for the women, right? And then, but then, like, these feminists don't want that. Like, they want to be equal, right? But then they complain when stuff happens to them. Obviously, like, it shouldn't happen to you, but, like, they're like, oh, I hate all men, I hate all men. But, like, if you want to be equal, like, do you want us to be, like, do you want us to be the protectors, or do you want to be equal? And,
Yeah, I totally get that. I think where feminists might miss the mark is assuming that equality means the same, which, it definitely doesn't. I think the main thing I am a proponent of when it comes to feminism is your right to choose. So your right to choose whether or not you want to be a traditional woman and be with a traditional man, or your right to, be a more modern woman who is a little more masculine, an alpha female or whatever.
I mean, I agree with that, but I also think you reap what you sow.
Yeah.
Like, you have to get on board with what you choose and whatever comes with that.
Right. I mean, I think, it would be different if there was no shame, like, attached to being either a modern woman or a traditional woman, but women are criticized no matter what they choose.
The other way, too, being, a traditional man or being the nurturer.
And that's true.
The stay-at-home.
But specifically sexually, I think there's a lot of shame that comes with being, a more sexually freed woman as opposed to a man. So I think, for me, that's my main issue with the patriarchy in general. That's the main issue I focus on when I think of feminism is just, the shame. That's almost a lack of absence of choice if you get shamed for the choice that you make. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this idea that women can't be sexual And if they are sexual, it decreases their value. Is kind of, it's fucked up.
Yeah, but I also think there's a line between where it becomes unhealthy.
Yeah. You're not going to offend me, by the way. You
Like-
can say whatever you want.
Like, if you're going out to the bar and sleeping with a different dude every night, like...
Yeah, and that's
you know,
not the most safe, right?
Like, that's not, first of all, not safe. You don't know who you're going home
even
with.
if a man was doing that, it's not safe, right?
Yeah, no matter
It's
who does
not
it.
safe.
Like, that's unsafe. Like, first of all,
Right.
you don't know who you're going home with, where their house is.
Right,
You know, you also don't know if they have any kind of STDs.
right.
You don't know, first of all, you should probably get their age.
First of all,
Like,
their
you know,
name would be good.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Like, that's dangerous.
Yeah. So I can see where the shame. It's just interesting that not the same kind of shame is brought upon men who do that kind of stuff. It's
but then-
definitely pointed towards the woman.
So, okay, but women want that to be, like, what do you call it? Like,
they're
normal.
Yeah.
To be able to, be able to sleep around and do whatever. But then they want
Mm-hmm.
to be like, they shame men for doing it. Oh, men are dogs. Like, men are just after sex. Men are just... Oh, but we want to be accepted for it. We want to be able to do it.
Yeah, I guess...
And it's like, that's...
I would say, like, the main issue there, like, when they're saying all men are dogs and stuff like that, to me anyways, it seems like there's a lack of respect when it comes to sex in general. So, like...
Yeah.
A lot of times men... Okay, this is a little explicit, so definitely edit it out if you
Yeah.
need to. But I was going to say, like, it feels like when a man is sleeping with you and he doesn't respect you, it's like he's just jerking off with your body. Like,
Yeah.
as opposed to respecting you and, you guys have a mutual respect when you sleep together.
Yeah.
As opposed to the man, literally not caring about how you feel sexually, just kind of doing whatever he wants.
But can it be the other way, too? Like, you just think of me as a piece of meat? Like, you just...
That's true. And I think the way sex is set up in general, it's more invasive for the woman. So, like,
Yeah.
it will never feel like that to you. Like, I feel like a man could never really feel like, she's just, doing it with my peen or whatever.
So-
but...
I mean, I actually have felt...
Oh, so you felt like used before.
So, I don't want to say any names or anything, but my ex-girlfriend was very...
Sexually liberated.
Yeah, I think she's addicted to sex.
That's totally possible. Sex and love addict.
She won't admit it.
Mm-hmm.
Or wouldn't, back when
Right.
whatever, but I think she is.
Mm-hmm.
Severely. I mean, she would tell me when we would take trips, wherever, like, she'd be like, oh, sometimes, like, back to her hometown, whatever. She's like, sometimes I just come back here, sleep with people, come back. I'm like, So you're going to...
Wait, she would tell you she cheated on you to your face?
No.
Oh,
Like,
okay. I was like,
before
jeez.
before we got together.
Okay. I was like, damn.
And I'm like, that's not... it's
Yeah.
one thing to do it in your town where you probably know people and know the area.
Mm-hmm.
That's not safe.
Yeah.
And that's... You might have a problem.
Yeah, there's
And
a lot of risks to being sexual too, which no one talks about. It's a highly risky behavior because you can get these diseases that don't ever go away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even if they'll be like safe sex, you should use a condom. Obviously, you should, but that's never 100% guaranteed to keep you safe. So, I definitely agree. I think no one talks about how hypersexuality can also be a symptom of a mental illness, like depression. For example, a lot of what people in general, men and women who go through bouts of depression become hypersexual to deal with it.
Yeah.
And it's never talked about.
Yeah.
It's such a low-key topic that it definitely needs more attention for sure.
I mean, to finish what I was saying, like even
sorry.
like 3 days after we broke up, like she slept with some dude that lived with her because she lived with her brother and he was her brother's friend, right?
Oh God.
So she sleeps with him like 3 days after we break up, and then,
Wow.
And she literally told me because I was already weary of this dude when we were together because he lived there.
Yes, I'm sure.
And I already knew how she was, and I already knew that she was not 100% loyal. Like she was just.
She was promiscuous.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I already knew at some point it was gonna happen, whether it was we were together or not. But
Yeah.
I talked to both of them, and they both swore that it would never happen. They that they were gonna have that respect, but obviously not.
Yeah,
And then
not
she
when you were
literally-
out of the picture.
Yeah, she literally told me like, oh, he was just like there, like he lived with me,
Mm-hmm.
so it was a way to have sex. And then she was like, I was gonna go on Tinder and just sleep with whoever, but
Mm-hmm.
he lived there, so it was easier. I was like, that's disgusting. First of all, that's unhealthy.
Yeah.
And so like that. I mean, she literally sees men as a piece of meat. Like just whoever, like just sleep with whoever to get herself off, and then that's it. Like regardless of if she's gonna be in a relationship with them or not. Like
I think.
and that severely damaged me.
Yeah. Like
that,
how you feel about relationships and sex.
yeah, and just how like whenever I see women, I just always think like if I'm talking to them or like we're having a good time at the bar or whatever, like are they really like
Do they like me
looking
as a
at
person?
me and like liking me, or are they like just looking right through me and they're just looking for a good time and whatever?
Yeah, this is actually super enlightening. I didn't know men felt the same way. This is very interesting to me. It sucks to feel objectified either way,
Yeah.
men or women. I always thought that men appreciated being objectified a little bit more than women did, but I'm so sorry to hear that. That's a terrible experience. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like in general, if both genders just, put aside the bullshit and just started respecting each other more and being more
I just
honest.
think everybody in the world should just be kind and respectful to everybody.
Yeah. But also,
Everything will be so much
honesty. If that is what you're there for, a piece of meat or whatever.
Yeah.
Just say that.
Yeah, like I don't want anything serious. Like I just want to,
Mm-hmm.
hook up or whatever. Like.
Yeah. It's just such a, it's one of the topics I'm most interested in is just like sexuality and like
Yeah.
how we are in society and where we're going with it. It's very interesting. So
Yeah.
you personally like, do you look down on women who are like a little more promiscuous? Does it change your opinion of them?
No, I mean I don't look down on them or anything. I just.
You just wouldn't date them.
No, no, not at all. Like I would date them. They would have to, stop doing that while we're together. But
Yeah, for sure.
I don't look down on them or anything. It's just. I would never do that with I don't sleep around like that. First of all, at all. I just would never do that, just because.
Of how you
I
are.
feel like sex is something very sacred.
Mm-hmm. Wait, are you Christian?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like sex is something very sacred that just should be.
With you and a person you love
Yeah.
or connected to.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, and I understand, like once you do it, like it's a craving, like it's like.
I think even before you do it.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a natural
you're
thing
built
that.
to crave it, like it's just.
Yeah,
a
it's
natural-
literally evolutionarily, that's one of your main purposes on this planet is to
Yeah.
reproduce. So
Yeah.
You're always gonna have that urge.
Yeah, but and I also think sex is it's a tool, like it's a function to have to have a baby, like it's a system, like it's meant for something
Right.
more than just pleasure too.
Right.
But no, I don't look down on them, and wouldn't be opposed to dating them or anything like that. I just like just be safe with it.
Yeah.
And don't do it every single night of the week, maybe. Like.
I mean, the nitty gritty, I don't know if that matters too much.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
when they do it or how many times.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, it just. As long as you as long as you're safe, as long as you know who you're going home with. Like,
yes.
you
I
don't
agree.
Just meet some random dude in the parking lot and go home with them.
I totally agree. And I think like the message that it's empowering to be promiscuous, which I think is like a lot like that, at least that's what I get from a lot of like feminists.
Yeah.
It's like they're like, "Oh, it's super empowering to, be promiscuous or dress promiscuously or even now like sex work is super empowering and stuff."
Yeah.
I personally don't know if I agree with that,
Yeah, I don't either.
I just feel like how is it empowering to objectify yourself, especially for sex work?
Yeah.
You're like literally commodifying your sexuality.
Yeah. I don't mind. I don't really care about the clothing so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. Like if I'm dating someone like that, just wear whatever you want. Like as long as
Yeah.
you're gonna be loyal to me. Like if
Yeah.
you're gonna wear something like you look good.
Yeah.
If some dude's gonna come up to you while we're out, you know what you should say at that point. Like
Right.
you like
It's trust.
like
It's
yeah,
trust.
you know, like don't be flirting with them or letting him put his arm around you. Like as long as you're gonna be loyal, like I really don't care what you wear. As long as you're not gonna wear like lingerie out, you know,
Yeah.
to go shopping at the mall or something.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't care. Like I really don't
Mm-hmm.
care at all.
Yeah, I definitely.
That doesn't bother me.
Yeah, yeah, just to be clear, I'm pro sex work. I think sex work is totally fine. I just think it's a product of the patriarchy, and I don't think it's very empowering as a woman. But that's also just my opinion.
Yeah.
But,
No, yeah.
Yeah, and on the topic of the clothes thing, it's like, you know, feminists talk about doing things that are empowering for you as a woman, but when you dress promiscuously, aren't you doing... Like, even if you're not doing it with the purpose to get attention from men, isn't that what will happen as a result?
Yeah.
So it's like...
Don't you know that's what's going to happen, too?
Right. And so I feel like...
like...
inadvertently, it's a little bit outside of what you say you believe.
I mean, you know how you look when you get dressed in the morning. Like, even men. Like, I get dressed... I know if I'm wearing basketball shorts and t-shirt or sweatpants and t-shirt that day.
Yeah.
Or I know if I look good.
Right.
I dressed myself like I wanted to look good. Like I know that I'm, you know, like I know I'm not ugly. Like I know someone, you know, people might look at me or whatever.
Right.
I know dressing the way I'm gonna dress. That it's more than just, you know, little casual wear. So
Right.
And I know what repercussions of that may be.
Right,
like,
but your intention when you dress, do you intend?
It's for me. Like I like to look good. Like
right. So I guess that's...
I mean, I guess kind of for other people because I would like them...
Right.
To see that I look
it's
good.
Still
not that I want them
on
to
the
flirt
back of
with
your
me.
mind, right?
Not that I want them to flirt with me.
Right.
I just want them to see that I'm presentable.
Right. So I think that's, you know, something to keep in mind with
Yeah.
feminism is like, yes, you are dressing for yourself. You can dress promiscuously for yourself, but you're still, you know, in the back of your mind, I'm sure there's still some intention there and some knowledge of, you know, the kind of attention you're going to get. And I'm just not sure if it's super empowering as a woman. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I dress promiscuously all the time.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, as a woman, I'm not sure if that's something we should be pushing to younger girls.
Yeah.
Is my main thing.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah, that's the other thing. Like, I think that there's an age. Like, I don't think these 14-year-old girls on TikTok should be wearing...
It's a little scary, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I feel super bad. I have, like, a whole thing about it, but, like, you know... artists, especially feminine artists, always, you know, they dress promiscuously, not even promiscuously, but just like, you know, a little more showy or whatever.
Yeah.
And, you know, young girls see this, and I saw something that was super interesting about, like, how here, like, maturity is equated to, like, sexuality.
Yeah.
And so young girls, every young girl, especially 14, 15, they want to look older.
Yeah.
And they think the avenue to do that is to dress... you know, like that.
Yeah.
And it can be, like, extremely damaging to be 14, 15 and getting attention from grown-ass men because of the way you're dressed.
Yeah, and but also, like, you know, some of them can be predators, yeah. But it's also some of them might not know.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you look
like,
older.
That's what they want to do. They want to look more mature because, you know, they want to be mature.
But then that also damages the men, too, because, like... we don't know who's what age anymore. We're
How old are you? Jailbait.
Afraid to like talk to someone or like if someone came up to me at the store and you know asked me to help them find some you know like oh I'm new here in town you know whatever like I get scared to answer them or walk them wherever or anything like that because I don't know how old they are anymore in this society.
Yeah, I agree. Like I think. Girls between the ages of like 15, I would say like 15, 16, and 20 look very. They can look this like they can look anywhere in between those ages.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All dolled up and stuff.
Yeah.
So I can see how that can be Especially if you're also 20 and stuff. It's
Yeah.
If you're a 30-year-old man, it's like, come on, man, just
Yeah.
you can probably tell by now if she's old enough for you.
Yeah.
But when you're in your early 20s, I think it can be quite difficult.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really feel for those young girls. It's like it's difficult to
Yeah.
navigate all of that
Yeah.
at a young age.
Oh yeah.
So I really hope.
I mean, if you ask the right questions, you can usually tell. Like if you say something
Oh,
about
yeah.
some older movie or something like that.
is that
And
your
they're
go-to
like,
move?
What's that?
What is
And you're
that?
like,
What's the movie you ask?
I mean,
Show maybe.
like, okay, so like if there's a remake of something, like I'll talk about the original.
Oh,
Or
okay.
something like that.
Yeah.
I don't go around to girls and talk to girls like this. Just so you guys know, I'm not like
Not going around
talking
here.
up all these random girls that I don't know their
That's so
ages or
funny.
anything. I'm just saying, like if I at the bar or something with my brother likes to go to the bar. He's been inviting me out, so I go hang out with him and his friends.
Oh, yeah, that's
But
fun.
I mean, I've been going with myself too sometimes with my other friends, but
How was going to the bar by yourself? Have you ever gone by yourself?
just straight up by myself,
Yeah.
no, I've not.
You know what? I'm about to do that. Like, I just want to, I don't know. I don't know too many people here, so I just want to, like,
Yeah.
just go out or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm always curious, like, what's it like to just go to a bar, like, by yourself? Like,
Yeah.
straight up by yourself.
So I went to Fast Eddie's the other day. You know what Fast Eddie's is? It's a pool hall, basically.
I don't know
They-
anything here,
They
like,
just
literally nothing.
have a bunch of pool tables,
Uh-huh.
and then they have it's a bar. Like, they have bar and pool tables and whatever. So you just go play
Yeah.
pool and hang out there, whatever. We were there the other day, and that's fun. We were shooting some pool, and then we decided we wanted to play doubles. So we'd ask people if they want to play with us.
You're right.
We beat everyone.
Okay, flex.
But yeah, I mean that's fun. Yeah, so I don't really like bars that are super dark and super loud and like massive.
So, like, clubs.
Yeah, no, clubs are awful. I hate clubs.
Yeah. I've been
But I'll
coming
go to
around.
I'll go to a bar that's like. So I don't like when the music is so loud that you don't know what the music even is.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Are
can't
you, like,
even
trying to talk to
differentiate the
someone?
Songs, like it just.
Oh, that's
you're
so
like-
annoying. Because I'm a horrible dancing. Like, I pray to God you never have to see me dance. Like, I'm so bad at it.
Yeah.
So I'm more of like a talker. So
Yeah,
if
yeah,
I go
yeah,
to
me
a party
too,
or
for
something,
sure.
I'm just trying to talk to you. I'm not trying to like boogie down or whatever.
Yeah, so I've had this idea. I think that there should be a bar that's like a quiet bar. But I-
quiet bar.
But I think it should be like a Starbucks type thing.
Ooh, like
where-
a cafe,
and,
but for alcohol.
Yeah, exactly. It's just alcohol, mixed drinks.
I love that.
And you can go sit at a table, hang out,
Yeah,
have a
meet some
drink.
people.
Yeah. Smoke a cigar on the patio, whatever you want to do. Whatever your thing is. I think that'd be cool. I think, certain people would be able to,
Yes, I would enjoy something like that. Like clubs, I get a little like overwhelmed, overstimulated.
Yeah, okay, so I said this on my last podcast. So I'm autistic.
Oh,
I have
really?
level 1 autism.
Oh, wow.
And so that's part of the reason that I don't like being super
I'm
loud and
sure.
super dark and,
Yeah.
what I mean, obviously I'm 23 now. I know how to, work it out. And
Wow, I had
I'm
literally no idea.
Very
That's
high
insane.
functioning. Like level 1 is the highest functioning that you can get. So it's like very minimal, but it's there. Certain things aren't very,
Yeah. So wait, what does that entail? Like for you?
For
what
me,
kind of challenges?
it's mostly, like sometimes I don't get jokes very well. Sometimes they just go right over my head.
Yeah.
Like
They don't land.
Yeah, like I just don't understand certain sarcasms or jokes very well. I can get very overwhelmed easily.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like if we're at the bar or something, it's super dark and super loud. And it's like one I've never been to, and like it's bigger. Like like I can get overwhelmed from that. But Fast Eddie's is very well lit. It's not loud at all. I mean, music is playing, but it's not loud, and it's not like rave. Like it's just like music.
Right.
Like popular songs that
Yeah. What kind of music do you listen to?
I listen to country a lot. I like a lot of country
Oh
music.
my god, I gotta go. I'm just kidding.
And I mean, I listen to some rap and stuff like that.
What kind of rap?
Every once in a while. Okay, so Eminem is my favorite. Obviously, I think he's the best. But I
Classic.
like J. Cole a lot. I listen to Russ.
So you're like a lyric person.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, hands down.
Russ. I'm sorry. There's.
Russ is really good.
I like Russ, but I think it's really funny how they make fun of him.
Post Malone.
Post Malone's really
I've seen
good.
him in concert.
Oh,
And
yeah?
I'm going to see Russ in concert, too.
Ooh, when?
Next year.
Is it a
It
festival?
got postponed.
Oh, wow.
Because
Okay.
of the whole COVID thing. And I also saw Khalid. You know who he is?
I like Khalid, yeah.
Yeah, I saw him.
He's a really good
I've
singer.
seen Maroon 5.
Oh, yeah?
Panic at the Disco. I've seen Train.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's insane.
I saw Hall & Oates.
I don't know who that is.
So I love oldies. Oldies is my favorite genre. I
Uh-huh.
listen to oldies all day. Hall & Oates sings the song Rich Girl. You know that song?
You gonna sing it for me real quick?
I've sang it on the podcast before. It's just, she's a rich girl.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And then they also sing Man Eater. Whoa, whoa, here she comes.
Okay, yeah.
Watch out, boy, she'll chew.
For some reason, I literally thought that was the Pussycat Dolls, but...
No. Yeah, and they also sing You Make My Dreams Come True.
Okay, I haven't.
That's like their most popular one.
Oh, God.
You make my dreams come true.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Yeah. It's in like all kinds of commercials. Yeah, so I saw them in concert and they were god awful. They're way too old to be doing this now. They're like 80.
That's insane.
They're, just, like,
They're
standing
80?
there. 80. Yeah, they're like...
I'm thinking like 40s, 50s.
It's like, oh
they
my gosh.
tried.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they were good back in the day. Just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
They weren't...
They didn't bring the energy.
Awful. I mean, we were also like in an outside amphitheater.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was like awful acoustics.
Just
It is, yeah.
overall, just
yeah,
not it.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if they're quite 80. They might be 70 something.
Oh, that's 70, 80, no difference.
Yeah.
Why are you still performing is my question.
And I've seen just a crap ton of country artists.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just can't get into it. I don't know. It's
I
just
like
so
country.
whiny to me. I don't know.
Down here in Texas, man, country is...
Yeah, I guess I'm just haven't lived here long enough.
That's so fun when you go to a bar and they start playing a good country song.
What, you got a nice pair of cowboy boots around here?
No, I don't do any of that stuff. No. I was at the bar the other day with my brother and a couple of our friends. They were playing some songs and I started dancing with one of my friends there.
Yeah.
And this chick. And it was pretty cool. It was fun. Like when you all know the same songs and stuff, it's pretty cool. You know,
Yeah.
It was karaoke.
Wait,
Well,
is there
he
like
was
dances
a
y'all
live
do?
Band. What?
Like, isn't there like a couple dances
Yeah, I mean,
that go with it?
you swing dance,
Swing
two-step,
dance, that's what it's called. That's super cool.
Two-step,
Yeah.
slow dancing.
I think I'm missing out on like a whole part of Texas culture. I just need to like get past
Yeah.
that.
It's good. I love country music. Yeah, we listen to a lot of country.
God, I've never.
That-
Maybe like country pop. I can like ease myself into it, and then I'll be like full on country next time you see me.
That's one. That's another reason I'm more comfortable with the bars here in Texas. Like
the music.
Well, I mean, first of all, like the people there will make sure are cool. Like they'll come up to you, hang out with you. Like you don't know them. Like
Yeah.
you doing okay? Someone buy you a drink or whatever. Like
Yeah.
if you're going to a bar in like California or Miami, like you could literally sit there alone by yourself the whole time.
Really? Is it like that? I haven't been.
People won't come up to you very often. It's just,
Really?
I mean, it's just not super community oriented.
Yeah, 100%.
They're just like...
Damn, I thought it was gonna be fun. Now I'm like, I shouldn't even bother
What?
going like Miami, California. It always seems.
I mean,
like
I haven't been to a bar in Miami. I'm just saying, like in these like club cities, like it's more club than bar. Like,
and it's always like it seems so status oriented. It doesn't even seem like fun. Like if it's not inclusive, then how is it fun?
Yeah.
To me, I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like if you have to stand outside and wait in a line, and there's like VIP and like all this bullshit, I'm like, how is that any fun?
That's one of the cool things about the bars here. Like everybody can dance together. Like they'll play like a
Yeah.
boot scoot and boogie, or they'll play
Yeah.
Cupid shuffle, and everybody.
Yes,
will be dancing.
everybody knows that one.
Rather than them playing some like hardcore rap.
Yeah. I mean, I'll get down to some hardcore rap. I do like rap,
but like, I'd like to dance at some point in the night. Not,
That's
I mean,
true.
You know,
I feel like dancing to rap is just screaming the lyrics and going like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what dancing to rap is. Yeah, exactly. Just that.
Or the girls just twerk to it.
he like loves to dance. He's actually a really good dancer. It's so sad that we're in the same family and I have absolutely no dancing genes. It's probably because I'm a little white. You probably can attest to this.
Yeah.
We cannot dance, but
Yeah.
I don't know. You probably can. I just cannot.
Yeah, I can. I can
He's like, I can keep a beat.
Yeah. Yeah,
But-
I mean, I don't have no rhythm, but I can.
Yeah.
I can.
Like, I know where the beat is. I just don't know what to do
Most
with
of,
the beat.
Most of it is you just move in a square.
Oh, that's smart. I'll use that next time.
Like,
Yeah.
so when you're slow dancing, like you choose either right or left, and then you go down, and then the other way, and then back
Mental
up.
squares.
And then you just move around in a square.
Right. The legs.
Same thing for two-stepping. But you gotta like shuffle across it. Like it's like 1, 1, 1, 2.
Yeah.
And it's like.
Okay, but then the arms, like, what do I do with this part of my body?
So when you slow dance, the woman usually puts her arms around the neck, and the dude will be on the hips.
Okay. Slow dancing? Okay.
Or
that sounds easy, but what if, like, general
swinging,
dancing?
Man tangles on the hip, and you hold hands right here.
Wait, can you salsa?
I cannot. No, I can't do any Mexican dances.
Those are sick.
I would like to learn, but those are like so much movement. It's like, whoa.
I'm stiff. I'm a stiff person.
Yeah, I
try so hard to like, and
I
just
can
don't
do
have
the wave.
Same here. That's the extent of my abilities.
Do one of these.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I got my voice vibrated. One of these. I'm all moving around.
Oh my god. Yeah, honestly, if God had made me able to dance, I would just have too much confidence. I would just be walking around here. Oh yeah, I'd be getting it down like you wouldn't even. No one could talk to me after that. So that's probably the reason I can't dance. But
doing the skis.
I've never seen that one, but I will take it.
Did you watch the Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
I actually haven't.
Oh, have you seen the memes where Baron Zemo is dancing?
Mm-mm.
He's like dancing. So Baron Zemo, you know who Baron Zemo is? Have you seen the Marvel movies at all?
I have, but
okay, so he was in Civil War.
Okay.
He was the one that was like causing all the problems and blowing everything up. So they needed him in the show, so they let him out of prison and they needed him to help him with whatever. So they go through this club and he like stops and dances in the club and he's like just
aw, that's so
going
cute.
forward in the club. He's like
I love that.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
I feel like 90% of dancing is confidence.
Yeah.
So maybe that's where I'm lacking.
You know
I just need
how
to,
else I learned to dance like just by myself if I'm standing there? So have you ever seen Hitch? Movie Hitch? It's Will Smith and is it Kevin James?
Is it older where he's trying to
impress this girl or whatever and he's teaching him how
I've seen that.
So
a little bit of it.
So there's a point where Will Smith is teaching him how to dance.
Uh-huh.
And he tells him, he says, just keep it right here. And so he just kind of does, like, just stays right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just keep right. Yeah. So that's how I learned how to dance.
Just learned from that movie. That's so funny.
Yeah. I mean, it works. It doesn't look bad. It's just.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, just stand there and shoot.
Have you seen that trend on TikTok? It's like white girl dancing. Oh, it's so funny. They're always like, I'm like, that is what they do, but it looks good.
There's some weird dances that people do on TikTok, like.
Oh yeah.
Like, there was one like this where they were doing like the shark or something. I was like, what the heck? There was one that was like a dolphin where they would do like this and they would like jump like a dolphin.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the heck are you doing?
But they look cool as shit. That's my problem.
I mean,
how do y'all move like that? Like, I feel so jealous.
I was very
way.
hesitant about getting on TikTok. I thought it was really, really stupid. Like I was.
Yeah, same. Well, a year ago. Now I'm totally addicted. But
I'm 23, and I was like, I don't really need all these.
As a 21-year-old, I felt the same way. I was like,
hack,
is this for children?
Yeah.
Why is there 15-year-olds like doing thirst traps on here?
Yeah, and I'm like. Then I got on it, and I'm like, I like this. This is pretty nice. Dude, they're funny. People are funny
People are
on that
hilarious
app.
on there, bro.
There's some talented people on that app too. Like people be like, my new single.
Yes, it's a great place to find new music.
Whoa, like this is amazing. Or,
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes there are life hacks, and you're like,
I'm about to use that one.
You're like,
yes,
that was possible. Or they're like, oh, I just made this drawing of.
Yeah.
Whoever the heck, like Will Smith or something, it's like amazing.
It's so funny. I feel like people our age all have the same kinds of TikToks, like same kinds of For You pages.
Yeah.
And then everyone younger has like all the dance stuff.
Yeah. Like people will draw like something or paint something, and you're like, how is it that more like higher quality than my eyesight? Like when I look at Will Smith, like it's not as high quality as your painting.
Oh my god. You're like actual photos of it. No, him in real life is less HQ than that drawing.
He's like 1080p and that's like 4K.
That's amazing. Yeah, but there are like, well, one thing it like showed me is like there are a ton, like everything is extremely competitive. There are a ton of people who got it together.
Yeah.
So it's just inspiring.
There's also people on there though that you're just like, I can't believe
you're
they posted
famous.
this.
Oh.
Why would you choose to post it?
Yes, I definitely have that thought every day.
I always see this TikTok that comes up all the time of this chick.
With the Gorilla Glue.
Controversial alert here.
Okay, here we
So
go.
she's a gay chick, right?
Okay.
And she has this like big gay flag, and she's like talking to all these to the Americans basically, like just she's saying like we fought for our flag. What did you do for yours? Talking about the American flag, and it's like.
Tiny bit ignorant.
Why would you?
I can tell you about 5 wars we fought for that flag.
All these veterans just roast her, like posting all these clips of war and stuff like that.
I mean,
and then she deleted the video finally.
yeah, I think I don't know if we're still learning American history in schools. I hope so, but
Yeah, I would hope so. I feel like maybe I don't know. I don't really trust the school systems very well because I feel like they just listen to the media. They'll just say whatever the media says. Like they don't really teach them full history. Like they like just omit stuff.
Oh wait, what do you? Oh, you have to go. Yeah, they're coming. They're gonna come here.
She's asking if she should come.
Oh shoot, how long has it been? Yeah, they can come here and get you. Sorry.
No.
And then if it's still going, my dog can come pick me up.
Oh no, but I brought the car here.
Yeah, so they're gonna come here, get your car. Oh, you want to leave? They told me they were gonna come here
To pick you up, or
to get us both.
but I have the car. Who's gonna drive the car?
Why don't you just go back, and then if you guys are still, if we're still going, then you guys can just leave, and I'll have my dad pick me up. But then if not, when you're coming past here, you can pick me up. Does that make sense?
Are you guys cousins on your mom's side or your dad's side?
Our mom's side.
Oh.
Sorry.
My Indian side.
Oh.
The brown side.
Yeah, sorry. I still don't drive. This is extremely embarrassing. I'm 21 and I don't have a driver's license. So I always.
I didn't get my driver's license until I was 22.
Oh, thank God!
Yeah.
You make me feel so much better.
That was the side effect of the autism, though, because I was
Oh, dang. Yeah.
worried.
It's just me being stupid.
Just overwhelmed by the road and stuff. But
Yeah, honestly, I'm extremely scared to drive in Texas. It seems horrifying, but.
oh yeah, it's awful. It is awful. Like it's just once you start driving, you learn how stupid people are and how much of just dicks people are.
Oh yeah.
Like they will run you off the road before merging or letting you over. Like you will go off the highway.
I'm like, please just let me in, please. And they just don't care. I know, and yeah, I have so much anxiety. I have like anxiety issues,
Yeah.
and so driving makes it a million times worse. I literally feel like I'm gonna die sometimes. I'm like, this is it. This is gonna be it for me. Like I'm gonna try to switch this lane, and I'm gonna die. So.
One time, like a week and a half ago or something, I was driving, and there were 2 lanes like this, and this one cut off, so everybody had to merge into this lane, right? Like this, so they couldn't see it. And you got to merge over from the right lane to the left lane, because it was closed off. So, like, this dude would not, like, let me. Like, there was a big gap, so I was going in, and he tried to, like, speed up and beat me. So I just chucked my truck in there, because I drive a big truck. Like,
Yeah.
That's one of the good
Yeah,
things.
you don't have nothing to worry about. People gotta move out of your way.
Yeah, I get so much respect in this truck compared to my Mercedes. But, so I get right in front of him, and I just hit the brake, and I stopped there, and I let the entire line get in front of me.
Oh my god.
I was like, that's what you get, dude.
Damn.
Like, stop being a jerk.
You're a vengeful driver.
I just don't like when people are being jerks. Like,
yeah, I agree. It's terrifying.
yeah, it's
like everyone's in a big rush to be nowhere. I'm like, just fucking relax. Like it's gonna be okay.
Oh, you
You'll
curse
get.
on this, by the way.
I can.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I was like, because I've been doing it. So.
Yeah. Some people like, oh, they're.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you.
No, I usually go for it.
Okay.
It's become such a big part of my vocabulary now. Like by this time, I've been cursing for too long.
Yeah. Was there any like weird slang in Florida? Like here we say y'all. Like.
It's funny. Like where I lived, people would use a lot of Canadian slang. So like.
All the way down in Florida.
I don't know why. I have no idea. I don't know if it was just my area. They would be like, you know, obviously like fam. I think that started in like Florida. What else? They would say, there was also like this might literally just be my area, but they would actually say a lot of like Arabic things. They would say like Habibi, Habibti,
Oh wow.
which just
You
means
got a
like
whole melting pot over there.
yeah, it was pretty diverse, which I really liked. But
Right.
what else? I'm trying to think. There's another one that everyone says. I'm trying to think of ones that originated in Florida because now I'm getting all the ones mixed up with like all the world. But if I think of more, I'll let you
With
know.
all the world.
Yeah, but yeah, it was really diverse. I actually missed. That's kind of the main reason I don't like living here that much. Like in San Antonio specifically, it's not very diverse, which is difficult for me because
Yeah. I mean, a lot of Mexican culture.
yeah, which
A
is
lot of
super
Mexican
like
culture.
yeah, which was a little bit of a culture shock for me because
Yeah.
it was yeah, we grew up like extremely diverse.
Yeah.
That's why I ended up going to UH because
Yeah.
it was really diverse there.
Was
But
there
yeah.
like a big alcohol that people like to drink? Like, so people here like drink tequila. Like,
Oh yeah,
that's
that was
their
not a thing
big
there.
thing here. Like everybody loves tequila, margaritas,
Yeah, it was definitely just straight up like Bacardi,
Hennessy.
Hennessy, all that.
Bacardi.
Shit. They really took a lot of culture from like Canada for sure.
Okay,
It was
yeah.
so weird. I literally don't know if that's just where I lived, but you know,
Yeah.
everyone's obsessed with Drake. So
I can't drink tequila at all.
Oh my god.
I will throw it up. It
Really
does
does
it
not
just
stay
doesn't
down.
sit right in my stomach. Throw it up. every
I've
single time.
never thrown up from alcohol. Wait, I need to knock on wood.
Right here.
Okay, thank you. Never.
I like whiskey. Whiskey is my moonshine too. I like moonshine.
Doesn't that shit make you blind?
It can but if you make it yourself
Okay.
and you like make it wrong, like you can
Yeah,
go
I'm gonna
blind.
stay away from
You're
that.
too much. But if you get it from the store, like you'll be fine.
I love like just these pussy ass drinks that taste like smoothies that get
Yeah.
me drunk. Those are my favorite.
Margaritas?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Whiskey Ritas.
Yes.
I won't drink tequila margaritas, but I'll drink whiskey Ritas
Uh-huh.
or rum margaritas.
I love rum. I love
Rum
like
is good.
Malibu.
Rum doesn't do anything though. Rum is such a
I don't know. I get drunk. I don't know.
I was drinking Kraken with my dad. Like we were drinking the little like 350 things of
Uh-huh.
Kraken. Took out like 10 of them. Then
What was it like? You said Kraken?
Kraken. It's like the darkest rum you can get. It's like
Interesting.
it's like tar.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of thicker, like syrup. It's
Mm-hmm.
good, but
I'm a cheap girl. I'll like Svedka.
okay.
Let's
Svedka
go.
is good.
Just-
That's vodka, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a couple shots of those and
Yeah.
you're good.
It actually Svedka looks like your bottle, actually.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it
yeah, it
does.
has
It really
the-
does.
yeah.
I love.
Yeah, that's my little thing.
I
here.
know. I'm like looking.
Gin.
I've never had Calypso. That's good.
That Death's Door white whiskey will kill you.
Well, have you ever had like what is it called? Everclear.
Oh no, I've not got. I would
It's the
try it,
worst.
but I haven't
It's
gotten
disgusting.
a chance to
It's
yet. Luke did.
horrible.
He almost killed himself.
It is disgusting
Yeah.
and horrible. Oh my god. Literally, yeah. I've had the most horrible experiences with my brother and
Yeah.
like that stuff. Like deadass thought he was gonna die. Like stayed up next to him to make sure he's
Yeah.
breathing and shit.
Is he older than you?
No.
No.
But like it's
Are you
so.
the oldest?
Yeah, I'm the
Oh,
oldest.
so
I only
am I.
have one brother.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm the oldest of four.
Wait, I think me and you have the same age difference between our siblings. 3 years, right? Or 2
Well, I have
years?
4 of them. So which
Okay,
one?
like Luke.
Okay.
Um,
21 months.
Oh
Almost
shit,
two-
never mind.
Almost 2 years.
3 years for
Yeah.
us. But yeah, it's so terrifying. I don't know. Boys, for some reason, I feel like y'all just don't give a shit. You guys will just drink till you're literally almost dead, and then
I am not like that. I used to
uh-huh.
drink a good amount until I was throwing up, but I stopped doing that. So I know my limits very well
Yeah.
with my alcohol. So I'm usually DD.
Yeah, me too. I never puke.
I'm usually DD.
Do that again, but yeah.
You know what DD is?
Oh yeah, designated driver.
Yeah, I'm usually DD from when I go to the bar.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Well, good thing I don't have a license. Never will happen to me.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I don't mind it. I don't really care.
I'm here for a good time.
I would like to remember the nights that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You
It
know.
depends. Depends on the day I had.
Yeah. Yeah. Gosh, yeah. Yeah.
But
Dang.
yeah.
Um,
I haven't gotten lit in forever though. Like literally
Really?
a year. Like since
Yeah,
I've been
dang.
here. I turned 21 in quarantine. And
Oh.
it was so lame. It was
Yeah.
like,
Luke had COVID when he turned 21.
oh, that's Awesome. Best
Yeah.
way to spend your 21st birthday.
Probably saved his life because he probably wouldn't have got hammered.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's insane.
Things happen, I guess, for a reason.
I a true believer in that. Like,
Yeah.
I really do think that's true.
Whatever it is, making those things happen, whatever you believe.
Yeah. Do you believe in, like,
Something.
so you're Christian,
Yeah.
which is so interesting. I didn't know that. Are you, like, practicing, like, devote? Or are you just kind of like, I
Not
believe?
devout, but I
Yeah.
mean, I believe in, all that stuff, but
Yeah.
I mean, it was difficult to go to church during COVID, do
I'm
anything
sure.
like that, so
Yeah.
it's kind of, and when I go to church, I would like to not go to like a very politically driven church.
Oh, do you find that is the case?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah, a lot of the times. Yeah.
In what direction?
The church that we used to go to, they were like hardcore left.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
they
so
were,
interesting.
Like, you're sitting if you voted for Trump or whatever.
What?
And it's like,
That's insane. I haven't been in a church like that ever.
yeah. I
If anything, they lean more
It
right.
used to be like that, but
Mm-hmm.
you'd think, right? You think.
Yeah. Well, the churches
lean
I've
more
been
right.
to were definitely leaning more right.
Yeah, and not every single person in the church was left. I'll say that, but
Yeah.
but
Well, it's
you know.
interesting they would preach that from the pulpit.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was raised extremely religious, like Christian, like
Yeah.
like I don't know if you've ever heard of Apostolic Pentecostal.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how we were raised. So like
Okay.
no TV, no music.
Yeah.
So if you like reference pop culture from like before 2010, I probably don't know it. Yeah, like I had to wear skirts all the time. I wasn't allowed to cut my hair, wear makeup,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Dang.
Yeah. So now I'm just like chilling, not doing that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm definitely super familiar with how those churches can be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I don't know exactly where I stand with Christianity, but yeah, it's cool that you can full on say you like
Yeah.
believe in it and stuff.
Yeah. Have you ever like looked into any of the religions that are in India?
100%. I mean,
Yeah.
like my mom is a Christian too, so like
Okay.
she was. None of my family's Hindu, which is like the
Yeah.
main thing there.
It's like Hindu and Buddhism, right? There's like
Yeah.
there's a little bit of Buddhism.
Yeah, a little bit of Buddhism, but like mostly just Hinduism
Yeah.
and Islam. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, my mom actually is like way more Christian than like any person I've ever met.
Yeah.
I think in India they really value like sticking to your beliefs and morals and like being super traditional.
Yeah.
So anything outside of the norm for like Christianity to
Yeah.
her is very like frowned upon.
Yeah. What's the name of the language in India?
So
It's not Indian, right?
no,
No.
there's like hundreds of
People be like, "Do you
languages.
speak Indian?" I'm
I'm like yes.
like, what does that mean?
Yeah. So there's like hundreds of languages.
Yeah.
The national language is well, there's no national language, but like the main language is Hindi,
Oh, that's what, okay, that's what I thought.
and then they have like a lot of like older tribal languages. Like some of the oldest languages in the world are from India, and the one my mom speaks is Telugu.
Okay.
But they also have like Tamil
Yeah.
stuff like that.
So my mom's best friend is Indian,
Oh, cool.
but she's not dark. She's light, like you.
North Indian, probably.
Probably, yeah. But she's not half white though, but she's just lighter skin.
Yeah.
Her name is Shalini.
Oh, it's a pretty name. I like
Yeah.
that.
And does that mean something?
They all do. I don't know what the main. We could definitely look it up, but
Yeah.
most names mean something.
Her name is Shalini, and she's so funny. She's
Yeah.
so funny. She's Christian now. But
Interesting.
she wasn't born into that, but
So she converted from Hinduism.
yeah.
Interesting.
She's like, she had a set up marriage and everything.
Wow.
But now she married some white dude. His name is Jason. He's
Sounds like
hilarious
my
too.
mom.
Her last name is Massman, so there's Chalini Massman.
That's sick. That's a sick name.
Yeah.
Dang.
Shout out to you, Shalini, for watching this. But yeah, oh my gosh, she's so funny. She's one of the funniest people I've ever met.
Really?
Her birthday's on April Fools and everything.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
She was like
She's-
born to be a jokester.
Yeah, she's so funny. Like man. One time we were talking about Indian culture, and she was telling me about the bindis,
Yeah.
right? And she was saying like it's not really like a jewel you get implanted in your head or anything like
Like Lil Uzi.
She's like it's just a sticker, like a little sticker. She was like, I have one. Mine's a scratch and sniff.
Oh my god.
Gosh,
It's
dude.
hilarious.
I was laughing so
Imagine
hard.
that going down. Like.
Yeah. I was laughing so hard. I was
Yes, that's amazing.
like, So she has a sister named Rashima too,
Mm-hmm.
and then her mom's name is Moni. Moni's short for something, but they call her
Yeah.
Moni. So yeah, it's pretty cool. She's Americanized a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if she was born in India, but I know she has those roots, and so yeah, it's pretty interesting seeing her pretty Americanized, and you probably would never be able to tell looking at her that she was Indian.
Oh, really? She doesn't even look Indian?
I mean, not really. She looks more Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
Like she has that like complexion of skin that's like tan kind of.
Right.
Not completely white, but not like brown.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, my mom's pretty dark.
Yeah.
Like, it depends on what like part of India you're from. So like southern India.
Like your cousin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like my mom's even darker than
His
him.
name's Daniel, right? That's
Yeah,
what he
his
said.
name's
That's what he told me.
So they're like more indigenous almost.
Yeah.
So they're darker skinned, and then as you move up, like in North India, that's where like they were more colonized. So they're lighter skinned for sure.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Yeah, my mom also married a white guy. So totally cool.
Do you ever wear like the clothes and
Yeah.
stuff? That's cool. Yeah.
See it on my Instagram, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
do wear it a little bit. It's a cool culture for sure.
Shalini does that too. Like,
yeah.
Their family will take pictures in it or something.
Yes, it's so fun.
It's always weird to me seeing Jason, like a white guy, wearing like.
Oh, that's so cute to me.
Yeah.
I love that.
I mean, it's
I
cool,
love
yeah,
it.
but it's just like looks like.
What, you think it looks out of place?
You're like.
I'm always like, yes, you look good.
Yeah.
Do
Their
it.
kids are all white.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, they probably have the cutest kids.
Yeah.
I feel like most kids are always so cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really cool. That she converted. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Conversion is kind
she's-
of rare.
Yeah, she cooks Indian food all the time.
Oh
for us.
yeah, do you eat it?
Oh yeah, we love.
What do you
Indian
like?
Food. We love Indian food. We like. My mom makes it too. All the
Really?
time. All the time.
Wow.
She calls it something specific. I can't remember what she called it. So obviously butter chicken.
Yes, that is the one everyone loves. Paneer.
Yeah.
Everyone likes paneer.
Samosas. She'll make samosas.
Yes, samosas are good.
There's something else specific, and I can't remember what it's called.
What does it look like?
I think it's another chicken dish.
Biryani?
No.
Chicken biryani?
It might be the name of the seasoning, maybe. She has this like. My mom has this like silver thing of all these seasonings. And it like spins kind of.
Yeah.
She's, like,
Yeah, it's a big thing for them.
Yeah.
Maybe chili chicken or something. Yeah, there's a lot of different Indian foods. I cannot cook to save my life, but yeah.
Does your mom cook Indian food?
Oh,
all the
yeah.
time? Yeah.
Like, yeah, so I'm a vegetarian, so Indian food is like nice because most of it can be made vegetarian. So yeah, I mostly eat just Indian food and stuff. I get tired of it though. Like I get so tired of it.
A lot of lamb too.
Mhm.
Lambs.
Goat,
like
too.
Goat, yeah.
Mutton.
There's like when we go to eat at like an Indian place, you know, they have like this spinach and cheese. Like
Yeah, like another curry, like
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
paneer. I think is what.
Yeah.
I love paneer. It's so good.
yeah. I don't, but
You don't like paneer?
mm-mm.
Damn, you're missing
Yeah,
out.
I
It's
don't-
so good.
I don't know. I don't like cream cheese like at all.
Oh my god.
Like at all.
Oh my god.
I'll eat cheesecake. That's the only cream cheese thing I'll eat. But I don't eat like cream cheese frosting on a
Oh.
cake.
You don't like those little things from the Panda Express? It's like these like crab.
the ragoons or whatever.
Yes,
No.
those are so good.
What's that face?
I love them.
No.
I love them too much. Oh my
We
God.
also at the Indian place we eat these for dessert. I can't remember the name of them
Gulab jam.
for the life of me. Possible.
Is it like
They're-
brown circles?
Yeah,
it's
they're
gulab
like
jam.
super moist.
I hate that. I hate
I
Indian
like
sweets.
those.
I'll be totally
I like
honest.
those.
Blech.
We used to call them squishy balls when we were like really
Squishy
young.
balls. I love
And then
that.
Shalini told us the name of them.
My dad always does that. He makes up like white people names for the Indian food. Like my mom has this thing. It's like chutney. It's like basically.
Oh yeah.
Yes. My dad calls it peanut juice.
Oh my gosh. That sounds awful.
It sounds horrible.
Dude,
yes.
If I were to go to someone's house and they're like, "We're
Can I
having
get some peanut juice? Yeah.
for
Where's the
dinner,"
peanut juice
I'd be
at?
like, "We're having peanut juice and squishy balls tonight." I'd be like,
Squishy balls for dessert.
I'd be like,
That's so funny.
gosh, yeah. Yeah, my mom loves Indian food. Yeah.
Yeah?
I used to not like. I mean, when I was a kid, it was different, so I just
Yeah.
didn't like. I just never tried
You're
it.
like, this isn't chicken tenders, mom.
Yeah,
These
so-
are not chicken nuggets.
But now I like it a lot, and I'll eat it.
That's awesome.
It always baffles me though, like the spice level,
Oh yeah.
like of Indian and then even like Asian,
Mhm.
like being Mexican, like the spice level. That's one thing. Like
Are you Mexican?
yeah, I'm having.
Oh, I didn't know that.
My mom's from
Oh,
Mexican.
cool. Okay, cool.
The spice level is like so different.
Mhm.
So like, like on the menu, still have like levels of different spices.
Yeah, yeah.
So like Mexican, like the hottest, like level 10 or whatever the
Yeah.
heck is like level like 3.
Oh, in Indian food?
Like Indian food and like Asian food.
I cannot handle it.
Like level 10 is like
oh yeah, you're gonna die.
awful.
Yeah.
We have this friend. Her name is Noi, and she's and she's her name is Noi, and she's I don't want to get this wrong. I think she's Filipino,
Okay.
but I don't know. I know she's
Yeah,
Asian.
just disclaimer.
I know she's Asian.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so, oh, you know what? She's Thai.
Okay.
She's not Filipino. She's
Very
Thai.
cool.
Yeah, and she can eat like ridiculous spice. Like
Oh my
she'll get
God.
like the hottest, and like even like sometimes I'll have one that's hotter that they don't put there
Eat.
for people to ask for. So she'll get that and she'll eat
She's
it.
like, I want the off menu
Yeah.
spice.
Yeah, I can't even eat a jalapeno. Like
To me, it's like the flavor is pain. I don't.
now I can
like,
eat jalapeno a little more. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like,
it just hurts. Like
so
it doesn't
I can
taste
handle
good.
spice that has good flavor and I
Yeah.
can taste it and it has just a
Yeah.
little bit of spice. But I don't want it to just hurt. Like I want it to taste
Yes.
like something.
Yes.
Like-
I don't. I want it to taste something more than just pain.
Yeah, I
I
don't
100%
understand that. Like my grandfather, my Mexican grandfather, he'll
Mm-hmm.
sit there and just eat spicy food until he's sweating.
It's like, dude,
It's like-
you don't got to do this to yourself.
Like-
like, you can eat something
How is
else.
that pleasurable?
It's like nose is leaking.
I don't
Yeah, I
get it.
totally feel it.
I cannot wait to be old. A lot of people say, I don't want to get old. I
What?
want to die. Dude,
You miss me with
I
that.
want to sit there with my pants up to my belly button. on
I
my
already do
porch
that.
With a handful of mixed nuts and a Diet Coke.
Aw, grandkids running
Just
around.
Baseball cap
Yep.
with my grandkids' school on it.
Aw. Yeah. Yeah,
That'd
it's
be
so
awesome.
retired.
Yep. Not have to
Preferably.
worry about it, money issues or anything like that.
100%. Yeah, I don't know. Being old does seem nice, peaceful,
Yeah.
but yeah, being young is where
I
it's
can't
at.
decide if I want to be that old guy or if I want to be sitting in my rocking chair smoking a cigar, drinking a beer.
The cool old guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't be smoking when you're old. You should not even be smoking now, low key. Smoking is bad news.
It's a lot of aesthetic.
I
When I do
know.
pictures
We
and
talked about
stuff.
this. Yes, I
Yeah.
love the way smoke looks.
Yeah.
I just know it's terrible for.
Most of the
your
time I
lungs.
get fake ones though.
That's smart. Yeah.
Um,
So you don't smoke like cigs or anything?
no, it's disgusting.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's
It-
like
no offense. No offense. No offense.
I think there's like this misconception, at least there was for me. I was like, oh, smoking cigarettes is bad, but smoking weed is fine.
Yeah.
No, smoking anything is
Yeah.
bad.
I
Smoking anything will
mean,
give you lung cancer.
I don't know. Weed is. I don't know. I feel like there's a limit.
Uh-huh.
Like, I mean, if you use it medicinally, like
Mhm.
you're prescribed it, then
Mhm.
it's different.
Right.
And I think there's a difference between smoking CBD and THC.
Yeah, I
you
use
know-
CBD like all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My mom
it gets
has
rid of my
CBD
headaches.
oil and stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
CBD is a whole lot different. THC will get you high.
Right.
The CBD is just to like calm you down and
It's like the muscle relaxant.
yeah,
part.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's the medicinal part of it. So
Yeah, I appreciate that. I actually don't like psychoactive.
I would never
effects.
buy weed from someone in a dime bag and go roll it up in a gas station.
Yeah. This,
You know,
the amount of sketch that comes with
I mean, I've smoked with my brother before, and
Uh-huh.
that's what he had, like a little blunt. But
And you're like, hope I don't die. Like, hope this doesn't have crack in
I
it.
mean, he's been smoking for a long time, so he knows a lot about it. So I trust him.
You gotta like stock up when you go to Cali or something.
I prefer to get pre-rolled joints of
Mhm.
like CBD if I'm gonna smoke something
Mhm.
from like the thing and just smoke pre-rolled CBDs.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Whatever.
have a website for all
Yeah.
this. That's it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. And I would
Totally
never
legal. Totally legal.
Oh yeah.
It's
You-
legal.
You have to be 21. Though. 21. We're both above 21.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would always prefer a joint to a blunt though, even pre-rolled. It has a little filter on the end of it, like wrapped in a little cone. It's like this big. It's not like some floppy brown. Like, Dude,
It's like covered in someone's spit.
I swear, one time I was smoking with my friend, and he had this one that he like pulled out of his pocket for us to smoke at a party. I was way younger. I was like 19 or something. And it was like literally like bent down, like it was just like curved down like that. And he like every time he'd smoke it, he'd be like. I was like, dude, this is.
Oh my god.
This is not.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was.
That's literally cartoon type shit.
I was like, this is weird.
Yeah. Just watching it happen.
I don't think I would ever do anything harder than weed, though.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't even think I would like anything harder.
People always
than
talk about psychedelics, like mushrooms or.
Miss me with that shit.
But, I know that I would never do acid because acid is made in a factory. It's like a tab
really?
tongue
Oh,
you
yeah,
stick
yeah.
on your tongue. Like, I would never do that.
It has like SpongeBob on it. Have you
Yeah.
ever seen acid
Yeah,
tabs?
yeah.
Dude.
But mushrooms are like natural things. I don't know. I would never take a handful of them and like.
Yeah. Just go to town.
No, but, like maybe at some point before I die, maybe I'd microdose like a little. I don't know, but I don't
You know,
plan
like-
on it. I don't
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
need to. I don't need. I'm not. I don't have like super depression or anything, anxiety like that, to where I need to like medicate myself to get out of
Yeah.
it. I mean, obviously, I have my issues. You know.
I have my
some,
issue.
some traumas and stuff, you know, from
Yeah, we
like
just
I was
talked about that one.
Yeah, like I was telling you, my ex-girlfriend.
That chick.
Sometimes my autism will give me anxiety and you know,
Mhm.
whatever. I mean, this year has been particularly
Oh, I'm
I mean,
sure.
since like the end of last year, it's been particularly hard.
Mhm.
Just with certain things, like I've said them on the podcast. Just you know, the breakup and then
Oh, you broke up within the last year?
November, October.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We're both.
You know, and I was stepdad to the kid for like.
She had a
long time.
child?
Yeah.
Holy
For
shit.
like a long time, so it wasn't only like her. Like it was, I didn't. Obviously.
How did she live with
I
her
loved him.
ex? You said she lived with her ex? Did you say that? Sorry.
No.
Oh, you said brother. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and like you know, I mean, losing her was one thing. Like it was like, you know, it'd be easier, and it'd be like easier to move on if it was just her.
But now the
But the
kid.
kid, you know, that was a tough part. And then we lost our neighbor. He lived right there. He was my dad's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
My brother. So he had a kid, and he was my brother's age,
Mhm.
the little one.
Oh, no.
And they were best friends. They still are. They're best friends.
Is that the one who was there?
Yeah. No, that's not his friend.
Oh, okay.
His friend's a little white boy.
Okay.
I mean, that's his other friend. But yeah, his dad died. The little boy.
Oh my god.
He was shot and killed in a road rage accident.
Shot and killed?
Mhm, twice. In January, right after New Year's. And then before that, I got in a pretty bad car accident with my Mercedes. That's why I don't have it anymore.
Oh
Went
my
under a work
God.
truck, and the tow hook, like, destroyed my thing.
You went under,
Like, just like, whoosh, yeah. Just-
like,
So there was a
How-
3-car accident on the highway.
uh-huh.
So it was 3 lanes and it goes to 2. You don't stop on the highway like a stop sign and wait and, you know, put your blinker on, wait, and no, like you're on the highway. You gotta like go when you see a gap, or you will hit the side rail and die. So I saw my gap, so I went, and the lady like just slammed her brakes. Like she was this little tiny Mexican lady. I don't even think she could probably see over the dash. but you know those ladies don't really know how to drive very well. They're just like going for it.
Yes.
And so she just like slammed the brakes, and then the truck in front of me hit her, and then I went under, and then his tow hook, and like just ripped the radiator out of my thing, and just absolutely obliterated my thing. I couldn't move it, and I was fine. I was really sore, but I was fine. And
Oh my God.
yeah, guess who got in trouble for it?
You?
Yeah, I got in trouble for it. They said that my Mercedes pushed his truck into her thing.
Oh my
My
god.
Mercedes isn't even as tall as his truck.
That's literally ridiculous. I
Yeah.
mean, that makes no sense.
He got a free bumper out of it. The little Mexican lady didn't even get in trouble for anything.
Isn't she the one that started the whole thing?
Yeah. But
my
if you hit the
God.
back of someone, it's automatically your fault.
Wow.
Which I think
Yeah.
is dumb.
This is why
People will literally like stomp their brakes and let someone hit you to get insurance money.
Yeah.
Like it's a whole thing. But yeah, all these things have been happening. That's why it's been particularly rough. But you know, things get better. So,
Okay. Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. That is literally horrible.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah. And the whole thing with Cannon getting bit by a snake, but he lived, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's like one tragedy after the other.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah, it's yeah, but things get better. So yeah, I don't really feel like I need to medicate. Like I don't really feel like I'm.
Well, you have a lot of alcohol.
Yeah, but that's for when people come over. Look how full the bottles are.
That's true. That's also true. You're not the Bailey's guy
I've had
in the
that
morning.
death's door for 6 months at
Yeah.
least. That peach I've had for like 3 months.
It's very true.
Calypso too.
Yeah. The Calypso looks cool. I've never had it, but it looks sick.
Yeah.
Love the pink.
You can
But
have some if you want.
I'm like, I haven't eaten today, so I'm not sure if I should be like,
Yeah, it's also like not even 1 p.m. yet. So.
look, time, like you said, 5 o'clock
5 o'clock
somewhere. But yeah, I think like for drugs, I think I've always felt like psychedelics were more of like an experience,
Yeah.
in general. So, but every time someone talks about them, I'm like, they're like, oh, you have to be totally like cool with yourself. You can't have any like
Yeah.
underlying issues, or like you could have a really bad trip. And
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take that risk.
Well, so I wouldn't want to do anything that like blacks you out.
Yeah.
Like I want to be aware of like when you smoke weed, you're aware of yourself. Like you
Yeah.
know where you're at, you know what you're doing.
Usually,
Same thing
yeah.
on alcohol most of the time, unless you drink too much. But I want to do something where I take it and then I just like black out and then just wake up. And you're like, I don't know what I did at all.
Yeah, you're like,
Like
where am
I want to be like aware of myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Have you ever heard of like DMT?
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
insane.
Yeah, that
That
stuff
is-
is crazy. Yeah.
Isn't it? I've heard it like simulates death. Like
Yeah,
that's the chemical
yeah.
that releases in your brain when you die. So
I had this guy on Snapchat one time, and he posted like a weed pipe with a
Uh-huh.
bunch of like DMT in it.
Oh
He was
my
like DMT kind of night. I was like,
kind
what
of
do you
night.
mean? I was like, what
What?
the heck?
Yeah. Have you ever seen the movie Enter the Void? Oh my god, I want to see it so bad.
Do they enter a void?
Well, basically, like, it's by Gaspar No something, but it's like a French movie, and in the beginning, it starts off so you're seeing the whole movie. It's like filmed through the lens of a person. So it's literally like you are the person. Like you're watching everything
yeah.
he sees, and he takes DMT, and the first trip is insane. I mean, like all these colors
Yeah.
and shapes and auras, all this shit, and then you're just going along with his life. You're just like living whatever. He's
Yeah.
a drug dealer, so he goes to this like place,
Okay.
and then the police come. His friend snitches on him because he slept with his mom. It's the whole thing.
What?
Yeah. The police come and he runs into the bathroom, starts like putting drugs in the toilet.
Yeah.
And then they're like, open up. And he's like, I have a gun. I don't know why he said that. But they shoot him. And then the
Oh.
rest of the movie is like, he's dead and you are like living his after death experience.
Oh wow.
It is so
Dang,
cool.
that's crazy.
Yes. I want to see it.
I always
wanna
think
see it.
about like crazy movies or shows like this. Like, how do you think? Like, how do people think of this stuff?
Well, I think specifically for that movie, I think the director had done DMT, and so he was like doing it based on his experience with DMT and kind of just filling in the gaps of what he thinks happens after you die.
Yeah.
Such a cool movie. Like by the end of the movie, he's kind of deciding whether or not he wants to be reincarnated or not.
Yeah.
So you see like the whole thing up until his soul, like someone's like having like sex or whatever.
Yeah.
He literally like goes into an egg and like you see the whole thing.
Egg.
Yeah, while they're like doing it.
Yeah.
And then he comes out, emerges as like a baby at the
That's
end.
so weird.
It's weird, but it's sick.
Yeah.
And like the whole thing is it's as if you are the person.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
I need to watch it.
Even
but-
horror movies, I'm like, how someone's mind thinking
Oh, horror
something
movies
is, like screwed up.
Oh yeah, like some of the really like fucked up like psych thrillers or whatever.
Yeah.
I love them, but yeah,
Oh, yeah, I
I'm
love
always
it, too.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I want to go see the new Spiral movie. It's like the next one in line for the Saw franchise. Have you seen the Saw
Oh,
movies?
I haven't.
Oh, they're
I'm
so
not a big gore
They're
person.
so good.
I hate gore.
I watched it. Oh, then you would not like this movie I watched the other day. It's called Becky.
Okay.
Oh my god. The gore was
Ugh.
crazy.
I hate it.
It
Like,
was good though. It was a good movie. It was Kevin James,
uh-huh.
which is Mall Cop,
Uh-huh.
which was so like I
Weird.
saw him
You're
on
like-
the cover of it. I was like, what the heck?
You're like, what are you doing here?
But he played such a good bad guy. Like he was
Wow.
like this Nazi prisoner, like a big swastika tattoo on the back of his
No
bald
way.
head.
I cannot see him like
Yeah,
that.
he's got the big old like Nazi eagle right here
Yes.
tattooed on his chest, like holding the spear with you know,
Yeah.
all that. I don't know if you know about Nazis and stuff like that.
A little bit.
Yeah, so-
I mean, don't we all?
Yeah. So yeah,
Skinheads
I
and
was
all that.
like, whoa, like, and he was so good at it, like, and the
Like, a
gore,
little too good.
like, so it was one of those. Sometimes in movies, like, you see like someone put a gun to someone or something, and you like, oh, he's not gonna shoot him. Like, somebody's gonna get out of it.
Right.
But in this movie, like, it was like just boom, boom,
Super
boom, boom.
realistic.
Yeah, like there was no waiting. Like, if you think something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Like, there's no
Mhm.
hesitations, none of that stuff.
Yeah.
None of that stuff at all. And like, there's one part where he's looking for a key the whole time,
Mm-hmm.
right? He has the symbol tattooed on his hand, and it's the symbol on the key.
Yeah.
But the cool part was they never told you what the key was for. And so like there was one part where he like so the girl's name is Becky. That's why I called Becky, the little girl, and she kills all of them. So
Yeah.
that's the whole movie. But like at one point, like he asks, "Where's the key?" And she's like, "Right here." And she has it in her hand, and she sticks it in his eye,
Oh,
and like
God.
rips his eyes all hanging out, and it shows his eye like hanging out.
Mm-mm.
And he like
Miss
goes
me
in
with
the
that.
house, and he like asks his partner to cut it off so that he can just tape it off and just be like that. And they show the scissors like. And it like won't cut through, and he's like and he like just like takes a knife and cuts it off.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm like literally getting lighthead just
Yeah,
listening
it
to
was
this.
Crazy.
I
was like,
hate
dang.
that shit.
Yeah.
Like I can't even watch The Sopranos. I can't
I
watch
didn't
that
know what
new.
is.
Like it's like a show with
I mean, I've heard of it, but I don't know
mobsters.
what it is. Oh.
Anything mobster, miss me with that shit. Like how they torture people. I
Yeah.
cannot watch it.
Yeah.
It really like
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
It's so uncomfortable, and I don't think it's the gore itself. Cause have you ever seen Cabin in the Woods?
No, I didn't.
You should watch that one. It's another horror movie. It's kind of like a horror parody, but like also still a
Okay.
horror movie.
Yeah.
That one's pretty gory, and it didn't bother me. I think it's like the power dynamic is
Yeah.
what really like bothers me
Yeah.
between like someone who's being tortured and like a torturer.
Yeah.
Weird power like dynamic, like weird exchange. Ugh,
Yeah.
It makes me so uncomfy.
Yeah.
Sorry, give me one sec. Okay, sorry.
No, you're good.
They're texting me.
Have you ever seen a movie called The Call?
No.
It's with Halle Berry. I don't know if you know Halle Berry.
Oh yeah,
is.
I do that. I do know that movie where
Yeah.
she is in the trunk of a car.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like Halle Berry is the 911 operator.
Yes.
And she like gets this kid killed by this killer at the beginning.
Yeah, and then she.
And then the same guy comes back and kidnaps someone else.
Yeah.
Like years later, yeah. That movie was so good.
Yes.
That was one of the best thriller movies I've ever seen. And it was like the first one I ever saw.
Oh yeah.
Of like horror thriller. It was the first one I ever saw, and it was so good.
Yeah, I love psych thrillers a lot.
Yeah.
They're like my favorite genre. I'm trying to think of one I saw that it was like a mindfuck. Well, there's an Indian one, which I would definitely recommend watching if you don't mind subtitles. It was so good. It's called Andhadhun. Andhadhun. Yeah.
Does that mean something?
I think it means like blind or something like that.
Mm.
But basically the premise of the movie is like you first follow this guy and he's blind and
Okay.
he's a musician and he's like going through life doing his thing, whatever. And then you realize like he's not actually blind.
Oh.
But he's pretending to be blind for sympathy.
Yeah.
And so then this famous actor tells him to come over and serenade his wife for their anniversary.
Oh yeah.
And so he comes over. He's blind.
Yeah.
Blind. He starts playing the piano for the wife, whatever. And then the wife, she's acting weird.
Yeah.
And then, but he has to pretend like he can't see anything, right?
Yeah.
But he can see everything.
Yeah.
And so then she's acting weird, and then all of a sudden this other dude emerges, like shirtless, whatever. So she's obviously cheating on the husband.
Oh.
And then they're like frantically like going around, and then he sees like they were moving the body of the husband.
Oh dang.
So he had walked into
Oh
a
my
murder
gosh,
scene,
yeah.
and they're like, he's blind though, like he can't see anything.
Yeah.
And so yeah, the whole movie's like
Dang.
going from
That's
there.
crazy.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's so
that's
insane.
pretty- that
So many
sounds
plot
good.
twists.
Yeah, that
I
sounds
know.
good.
Indian thrillers are low-key the best to me.
Really?
So yeah, if you guys get a chance, Netflix is like main area for those.
Yeah.
But they do like crazy plot twists. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I think they did there was an Asian like remake of The Call. On
Yeah, I'm
Netflix.
sure.
It's on Netflix. It's called The Call, and I clicked on it because I thought it was gonna be like I don't know.
The actual call.
Yeah, or something like some kind of sequel maybe or something, and it was
Yeah.
like not. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm
You're like, whatever
sure.
this is. Yeah. Do you like foreign films? Do you watch?
Not. I don't. I haven't like really
Mhm.
tried to watch them really.
Yeah.
But
I haven't watched too many outside of like Indian and like French, but
it drives me crazy if they're in a different language and the subtitles are in English and it doesn't like match their
oh
lips.
yeah, it's annoying.
It just drives me so crazy. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I totally feel.
Like.
An- another show, like if you can get past it, because I know it took me a long time. Thriller, but like also sci-fi. Dark on Netflix. It's a German show.
Oh.
So like literally the best time travel show I've ever seen in my life. Like
Really?
if you love time travel, you'll love that show. So many like plot twists and like
Yeah.
crazy shit. Yeah, I really do like foreign films and shows and stuff. I'm totally down with all this.
Yeah,
But-
for sure, definitely. Yeah, I like a lot of. I like comedy too. Comedy
Yeah.
and thriller. Horror are
Depending.
my favorite. Yeah, like I've been watching a lot of Ben Stiller comedies.
Yeah.
Those are funny. I watched all like the Meet the Fockers and Meet the.
Oh
all
yeah,
the-
I
have you
haven't seen that
those ones?
one. I want to see it so
Oh,
bad. It looks so
gosh,
funny.
They're so funny. Meet the Parents is the first one,
Yeah,
and then it's Meet the Fockers, and then
the name is just always what
Yeah,
gets
and
me.
then it's Little Fockers is the last one where they have kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, Meet the Parents is funny. Have you seen that one?
No,
Oh
I
my
haven't
gosh.
seen any
So
of
his
those.
full name is Gaylord Fokker. And then
What?
Gay Fokker is what they call him.
Oh my god.
And then the girl he's gonna marry, her name is her first name. I can't remember her first name, but her middle name is Martha.
Oh my
So
god.
it's gonna be whatever Martha Fokker.
Oh my god.
It's just so funny, like it's so funny.
Yeah, I do like comedy. Honestly, Netflix has been slacking lately with the content. Like,
Yeah. Napoleon
Let's get
Dynamite
together.
is my favorite.
oh my god, I
comedy.
love that
You
movie.
can quote that back and forth.
Yes, I literally love that movie so much.
I watched Employee of the Month the other day. I had
haven't
never
seen
seen
that
that
one.
one. That one was kind of. It was okay. It was just. I didn't really find it super funny.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah,
it was alright. Have you
I
ever
love-
seen the TV show You?
yeah.
That's a good TV show.
It
That
is
was
good. I always
really,
think of it a
really,
little
really,
bit like
really good.
trash TV or whatever, as in like, just kind of like soap opera-y.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? But that is a
That's
good.
a good thriller TV
Yes,
show.
it
Yeah.
is good.
He's such a good actor.
Yeah,
Such
you
good
wouldn't
actor.
expect because Gossip Girl, but
Yeah.
yeah.
He's from Gossip Girl.
Yeah, he
Oh.
played Dan on Gossip Girl,
Oh.
which I haven't seen, but I did read all the books. But
I like
It's,
how they like narrated it, like he was narrating it,
Mhm.
everything, like speaking to himself in his head.
yes,
And that was
he's like no
cool.
Joe, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Like he would like narrate his whole plan. Like she wakes up this way, she goes here, she goes there. Da, 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 da. And you're
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
I really like those like experimental film
Yeah.
structures or whatever, where they have like the narrating or
Oh yeah.
like the point of view is also really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Are you like interested in making films at any point?
I used to be interested in film, like doing short films and
Mhm.
stuff like that. Recently, I mean, I've been thinking about it, but I was more into photography than film
Mhm.
for a while. I think I would like to make a TV show though.
Yeah,
I would like to make something realistic
yeah,
though, like The Office would be something I'd like to
Yes,
make something
that'd be
like
so
that,
funny.
as opposed to making some like superhero
yeah,
or like drug lord something.
yeah.
Have you ever seen Breaking Bad?
I couldn't I tried to watch it.
That was one of the best shows I've ever seen.
It just hurts me. Like it just makes me sad. Like in the
Oh, yeah.
beginning when he had to work like hella jobs and stuff, I just
Yeah.
felt like terrible for him. I'm like, dude, this fucking sucks. Like
Yeah.
you're working 2 full-time jobs, you can't even pay for
Yeah.
your own treatment.
Yeah.
Like it was just horrible.
Yeah.
It just hurt me too much. But maybe I'll try to watch it again. I know
Yeah.
everyone says it's so
It's-
good.
So, my first favorite show ever is The Office, hands down. I think that's the best show.
It's a good
I think
show.
everybody should watch it at
Yeah.
least once, all the way through. And then Breaking Bad is my second favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I've definitely watched The Office a million times, but
Yeah.
I'll get on.
You've seen
Breaking
The
Bad.
Office a million
A
times?
million. I love that show.
Oh my gosh.
It's so
Oh.
funny. It's like a feel-good show. Always puts me in a good mood.
Later then. So I am a huge proponent of The Office. I think everybody. So you've seen it all the way through?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
multiple times.
So I think everybody. I think it's one of the most realistic shows.
Mhm.
I think I see it a lot deeper than a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
do. But I think it's I think it's super realistic. Like I think everybody can relate to it,
Mhm.
and I think like they don't make it like super fairy tale. Like obviously, spoiler alert: you haven't seen The Office all the way through, and you want to.
Which you
probably,
definitely should have by now.
probably fast forward a little bit. But so Jim and Pam,
Yes,
end
they
up
end up
together.
together, yeah.
They get their little fairy tale thing,
Yeah.
whatever. But
But it was like a real fairy tale.
yeah.
Like I'm like engaged at a gas station.
Yeah, and it still wasn't like super like fairy tale. Like
They
she
went
was
through
in a
issues.
completely different place, and he
Mhm.
proposed to her. Like they had to go back and forth.
Yeah.
She was in New York, whatever, for art school, and then at the end they had issues when Jim started athlete and all that,
Mhm.
and
Yeah, it was definitely really realistic for sure.
yeah, there's like a lot of give and take. Like Jim had to let her go to art school and be okay with traveling, and then she had to let him do. I have an unpopular opinion. I don't really like Pam for what she did with the whole athlete thing.
I agree. I thought she was.
I think she was very selfish. And,
Yeah, 100%. Especially after all she put him through in the beginning.
Yeah.
I was just like, dude, just
yeah,
gonna
that,
relax.
and he let her go to art school and in a completely different, state. All this stuff.
Yeah, he was so accommodating for her, and she
Yeah.
didn't return the favor.
Yeah,
100%.
and and it was, same thing. Like that's his dream.
Yeah.
But it was more than school too. Like she
Yeah.
just went to school. Like that. He had a company.
And they were like, it benefited her too, which I was also
Yeah.
so confused. I'm like, he's gonna be rich, and then everything will be fine.
Yeah.
Like, why do you want him to work at this paper company forever?
Yeah.
I was so confused. But.
Yeah. And then they go through all those problems, and even like the fairy tale relationship wasn't really a fairy tale. Michael found someone for him. He found Holly.
I know.
Which was good, but that also leads to other stuff. Like they had to move.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just like a fairy tale, and like the office was happily. Like he had to move,
Yeah.
and they had to go through all that, and then
Yeah.
even like Andy, like he didn't end up with anybody. Like he was trying, like that's what he wanted the whole time was. Well, first off, it was
Angela
and Aaron.
Aaron.
He was with Aaron on and off for a while, but he didn't end up with anybody, and he eventually had to end up learning that, first of all, you gotta love yourself.
Yeah, if you're a dick.
Yeah, you gotta love yourself, but also like you gotta love where you are in life too. Like you can't just keep wishing for more with everything.
Yeah.
And that's what he said at the very end. Like his last quote was like one of my favorite quotes of the whole show. He said, "I wish there was a way to know you were in the good old days before you've actually left them."
Yes, I totally.
Because he was talking about, he said, now I got my dream job. I'm working at Cornell. Everything's perfect, but now I'm still just thinking about my old pals from the good old days. Only they're the pals I made here.
I
And
know.
he showed a little montage of all that, and I wish there was a way to know you were in the good old days before you actually left them. So like, his
T-shirt
lesson was
material.
to learn, like,
And
be
like enjoy
happy
the
where
moment.
you are.
Be present.
Enjoy where you are.
Yeah.
Things change, things move, but enjoy where you are.
Yeah.
And
100%.
he never ended up with a girl. Like he was still single.
Yeah, I think that had a large part to do with it. Though.
Yeah.
He's always looking for the next best thing or whatever, and
Yeah.
he never appreciated like what was around him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even Daryl too. He didn't end up with anybody. The warehouse worker. He finally like broke out of his shell and got in a
Joined
company with
athlete.
Jim.
Yeah.
But he didn't. I mean, he was dating. He had the wife that he had a divorce. And then he tried to date someone else, and it just didn't. Work out. He moved.
Yeah.
Like that, they don't always come with you. Like movies would have you to believe.
Yeah.
His quote was really good too. His quote. I think The Office had one of the best finales.
Really?
Oh my gosh, I cried so hard during that finale. But Daryl said, "Every day I came into work and all I wanted to do was leave. So why in the world does it feel so hard to leave right now?"
Aww.
I was like, "Oh my gosh, man." And
Yes.
then Dwight's talking head too. Like even Dwight,
I
like
love
he
Dwight.
learned like you don't got to be like
Like
an
everybody else.
asshole. Like
Yeah.
you can have these aspirations and you want to be the manager, whatever. Like always, which is good.
Yeah.
But like you don't have to be an asshole to everybody and get it that way. And just be like this like dictator. Like people can help you get there. Like you can be
Who you want to
a
be.
good leader. Like
Mhm.
like who you work for and who you work with.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to be this reigning dictator. And he learned that. And he said that at the end. His quote when they asked him, "Do you like your coworkers?" Because he was a jerk to him the whole time. And he said, "Well, first of all, I don't have coworkers. I have subordinates now." And then he said, "Angela Shroot, head of accounting, is my wife. Oscar Martinez is godfather to my son because he took Angela in and all that." And then he said, Jim Halpert was the head of sales, was my best man at my wedding, and Pamela Beasley is my best friend.
Aww.
And then he said, so yeah, I get along with my subordinates. And like they all they all pretty much, and not all of them like have this big growth. Like not everybody has this big growth. Some people are just
Yeah, like
pretty
Kevin.
solid people. Yeah, like Kevin just a
did not.
pretty solid.
In fact, Kevin got stupider over the show.
Yeah. But he did fire him.
Yeah, that's true.
And he got his own bar. And,
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, some people are just pretty solid people. They don't need like this huge growth
Character
arc. Like Stanley, like
yeah,
he was
Stanley was
fine.
fine.
And Phyllis too. Like she got married and she was fine. Like she was that's just who she was.
Yep.
And I just think it was very realistic the way they did everything.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
And I think everybody could like learn, like the whole tagline. There's beauty in ordinary things.
Yeah.
I think everybody can learn from that, and everybody can learn
to enjoy, like really enjoy where you're at.
Yeah, enjoy.
Doesn't matter
where
how
you're
mundane it seems.
Yeah, and not everything's perfect,
Mhm.
and that doesn't mean that there's not beauty in it.
100%.
Like it's still, yeah, and even like they got in fights and stuff too. Like Angela and Dwight, like he killed her cat, and they still like learned to forgive each other, and that's just who their soulmate was.
Yeah.
Even Oscar, when he was sleeping with the senator,
Oh yeah.
he still took her in.
Yep.
Even though like they had all these problems, and he became godfather to their son. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I just think all of it is. I think it's a almost perfect show. There's a few things that I would change,
Yeah.
but I think it's near perfect.
Really?
One of the things I would change, I do like the ending.
Mhm.
There's a lot of beauty in ordinary things. Isn't that kind of the point?
Yeah.
And then she takes the poster out and they walk out.
Yeah.
I loved Creed's song, him singing.
I love
All
Creed.
the faces.
One of my
He was
favorite.
singing all the faces.
Mhm.
I saw a friend today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets arrested.
Yeah. But I think the coolest ending, because Michael was in the finale, he came back.
Mhm.
That made me cry so hard.
Yeah.
And he said, I can't be your best man, whatever, they got to be older than you. And then he like looked at the camera and did his little smirk thing. And then it panned out and Michael was standing behind him, behind Dwight. And he's like, Michael, I can't believe you came. And he's like, that's what she said. and then they hugged and whatever.
Yes.
I think that the ending of the entire show could have been, it should have been a Michael quote. Michael should have said something, I think. He
That's
should have
what
been
she
sitting
said?
at the desk, and he should have said something pretty heartfelt.
Yeah.
And then I think, with his gray hair and everything, and then I think he should just, like, do his little smile thing where he just kind of, like, doesn't say anything and pauses. You know how he does that during his talking heads? And then he'll reach for the trophy and turn it, Dundee, in the theme song.
Yeah.
When he reaches over and turns it like that to face it, I think that would have been the perfect ending. With his gray hair, and then just turns the thing, and then it just ends. I think that would have made the show the ending just so much smoother.
Better,
and
yeah.
I just think it would have been cool that way.
Yeah, I think ending with Michael would have been like insane, like too cute.
Yeah.
100%.
I think that would have been so cool. Just turn the trophy.
Yes.
Boom. And then the other thing that I would have changed is when he left. In Goodbye Michael, the episode, he leaves, and he gives everybody a gift. So and he gives Stanley a little pool table. He's like, may you never lose your fun-loving spirit, because he plays Sudoku. How much better would it have been if he gave him like some kind of pretzel something from Pretzel Day?
Yeah.
That would have been so good.
Yeah.
If he would have given him like a Pretzel Day T-shirt or like some kind of like
Pretzel Day thing.
Yeah, something.
Yes.
I think that would have been so much cooler than a pool table with no balls. I think that would have been so much cooler. And final thing, so technically to deleted scene, they did it. So in the Pretzel Day episode, at the end of the Pretzel Day, the last scene was going to be Stanley and Michael sitting together outside eating their pretzels, and Michael says, "Oh, this is so good in my mouth," and Stanley says, "That's what she said." And then they both laugh together, and I think that would have been so good.
Yes.
Because they don't really get moments where they're like,
no good rapport.
yeah.
But it's because they're so different, I think.
Yeah. But other than that, I think it's a near perfect show.
Yes. You got to pitch these ideas.
So I have, oh my gosh. Okay, so the best idea, at least that I've came up with that I think. So I always think about the holiday episodes they do. So they did Christmas, they did Valentine's Day, they did Halloween. I think in season 7, before Michael leaves, they should have done a Thanksgiving episode.
Yeah.
So I think they should have done a Thanksgiving episode where they go to Shroot Farms
Mm-hmm.
and they do like a potluck type, Thanksgiving thing.
Yeah.
I think Holly should have already been to, how they get engaged and Holly goes to Colorado and then he
Mhm.
goes. So I think that Holly should go, whatever. And then Michael doesn't have anywhere to go for Thanksgiving because
Yeah.
Holly's in Colorado. And so they like get together and do this thing for Michael before
Yeah.
he leaves, and they do like a Thanksgiving at Shrew Farms. And then everybody comes, Stanley with his wife or his mistress, whichever one.
Both.
Jim and Pam and their kids.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever, Phyllis and Bob Vance. I think that'd be super cool. Is all of them go to Shrew Farms and they bring like potluck dishes. I think Creed should bring something just obscure,
Yes.
like monkey brains or like some kind of meat.
Giraffe.
Some kind of meat that he won't tell him what the meat is.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole time, and like nobody wants to eat it, or some kind of soup that he won't say what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's all like weirded out by it.
Yeah.
And then I think that like scattered throughout the show, they should have talking heads like, "What am I grateful for?" Well, I'm grateful for whatever.
Yes.
And then I think, yeah, just like Phyllis could bring like some super awesome dish like that she cooked.
Yes.
I think I don't know. It could be like Stanley's favorite holiday, or something like that.
Yeah.
Like Kevin could come dressed like a pilgrim or something.
Yeah.
Because he always does dumb stuff like that. Like he dressed up for St. Patrick's Day, like all super green,
Yeah.
wearing a green top hat. Kevin comes dressed up as whatever, pilgrim or something. I think that'd be super cool. All of them at Shoe Farms, and then the
Yeah.
last thing would be Michael's, what he's grateful for,
Mm-hmm.
and he can have some like heartfelt quote or something, about how much he loves The Office, like something like I'm grateful for the Office. That's where all my dreams come true,
Yeah.
or something like that. Because that's where he got married. That's where he got all those friends. Whatever, something like that. And obviously they'd have to put their comedy in it. Like I don't know, maybe Michael tries to invite David Wallace or something, and he's like, I'm gonna spend it with my family.
Yeah.
And he like goes out of he's going out of town or something.
Yeah.
They get out some funny moments. I think that would be
That would have been very cute.
such a good episode, especially in
Yes.
season 7 when he's about to leave.
Yeah.
Man,
I mean, amazing.
if I was old enough and I've been able to pitch some ideas to them, I wish I could.
Seriously, they should have had you in the writer's room for real.
I just think those would have been good ideas. I don't know.
Yes, I agree. You got a talent for that. You should definitely cultivate that.
I think that would have been a really heartfelt episode, and they could have got a really good Michael quote out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it would have been. Dwight could be trying to like serve goat because he always talks about goat all the time.
Geese, all
Yeah.
some shit. He killed
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah. Or he could bring like a live turkey.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna gut this right now, guys. True tradition.
And Michael would be like, God, no, Dwight, God.
Why are you so weird? Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah, I think that would have been a top tier episode.
I agree.
I think that would be so good.
Alternate reality that
Yeah.
exists.
Yeah, definitely think that would have been. If they would have done another holiday episode, it should have been Thanksgiving.
100%. I totally agree.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Or, if they were ever to do like a reunion, they could do a Thanksgiving reunion.
Yeah.
Do that.
With all the kids,
Same thing,
old
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
I would love that.
That would be cool.
Now that's something you can pitch still.
Yeah. And I think they could even do the trophy turn thing too at the end of it.
Oh yeah. They
I
definitely could.
I don't know. I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be a really cool reunion.
100%. 100%.
I spent a lot of time thinking about this. Like I said, I don't think people see it as deep as I do, but
Yeah.
I believe that everybody should watch it at least once.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's definitely a staple show for sure.
Oh yeah.
RIP, it's off of Netflix now.
I have
but-
Peacock though, so I watch it every
So
single day.
lucky.
Yep. Yep. I don't know. I think it's a very special show.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
And I just started watching it last year, like when I started going.
Oh,
through
really?
When I started going through all this stuff, so it was a good way to laugh.
Yeah, that's why I say it's always
good
my
way to,
comfort show. Like, if I'm having a bad day,
Yeah.
it never fails to make me laugh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that show is so funny.
Yes.
It's so funny.
Comedic
I
genius,
love
for sure.
that show.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I can quote so much of it.
Yeah,
It's so funny. It's so funny.
100%.
Man. Yeah. I love that show. I think
Yeah.
everybody should watch it.
Highly recommended.
highly recommend it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird for that, but yeah.
I don't think so. My brother loves that show too.
Yeah.
But I'm saying they should have you in the writer's room next time. For sure.
Yeah. I think it'd be-
Get some good ideas to bring to the table.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, that show is so funny. It's so funny. Yeah, like I said, I watch a bunch of podcasts on it and stuff too, so
Yeah.
I just think it's super. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could quote that show back and forth for days. Yeah.
I only know a couple, but actually, I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but yeah. A great show.
I always love when Michael speaks under his breath. Like, he'll be like, shut it.
Yeah.
Like,
So
to
funny.
light. Or he'll be like, bleh. Like what? Just his noises. And,
Yes.
oh my gosh. Or there's like the one where they do where they go to the high school and they like set up their booth and they try to like get people to join Dunder Mifflin.
Mm-hmm.
And he tells the kid that's trying to sign up, he's talking about Pam. He's like, I've never said this to her face, but she's a very gifted artist and she's a super nice person. And
Why wouldn't you say that to her face?
Like, no, why wouldn't you say that to her face?
Yes.
That was another super good heartfelt part of the show, was when Pam was doing her art show.
Oh, and he came.
And
was
nobody
the only
came
one.
but Michael. And he's like, how much?
So
Yeah.
sweet. That almost made me
Yeah.
cry.
Oh, check this out. If you're listening
No
to this
way.
audibly, it's the painting from The Office.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I gotta figure out where to hang that up.
That is adorable. I didn't know they sold stuff like that.
Well, I made it.
You made it?
Well, I mean, kind of on the computer. Like I have a photo printer and stuff, so I just
Wow.
looked it up and made it.
That's adorable.
Mhm.
You gotta hang it up.
Yeah, I gotta figure out where to hang it up. I was thinking about.
Yeah, I'm
On the-
saying.
in the
Literally,
set,
right?
but-
Yeah, on the set would be amazing.
Yeah, I love this painting
Yeah. So cute.
because it's not like super like The
Flashy.
Office, or like you know, it
Mhm.
doesn't say like Dwight, you ignorant slut, or
Yeah.
like like it's just like a painting.
Yeah,
But people that watch The Office will know what it is.
I like the subtle
Yeah.
merch or whatever.
Yeah, it's even
so
signed Pam Beasley.
So cute.
Yep.
I love that.
Yeah. Did you know? So you know the guy that works in the, you know, he's the security guard. Hank.
Yeah.
He died in real life. Yeah.
No,
Mhm.
not Hank.
Hank died,
So
and so did the guy that played. I don't know if you'll remember him. He's from the earlier seasons. His name is Lonnie. He works in the warehouse. He's the bigger guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one that they call the Kelly calls him the sea monster.
Yeah, I think I remember.
And like she's all like being rude to him, and he's like says something back to her, and she's like, Ryan, say something. And he's like, Kelly, please apologize to the gentleman. You've insulted him.
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
That's
it's so funny. That's the other thing. Like it's a pretty diverse cast.
Oh yeah, I
they-
like that.
You know, Stanley's black. She's Indian.
Mhm.
Oscar's Mexican.
Mhm.
It's just all kinds of.
Yeah, I love when they use it to their advantage.
Yeah. Yeah. Although I don't know that the show would have survived these days.
Yeah, it's a little
It
controversial.
could be a
for
little
sure.
crass at some points.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Do you ever skip the episode of Scott's Tots? That's the one where he promises all the kids college and then he can't pay it.
I actually think that one's pretty funny.
Yeah,
I do
I
watch
like that one. I think that's funny.
Yeah.
I like when he's in the car with Aaron at the end. He's all singing. They're all singing. She's like singing the song
Yeah.
that they did for him. Hey, Mr. Scott, what you gonna do? What you gonna do in Pickard?
Yeah.
He's like, can you please stop singing that?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the episodes I do skip. There's a couple that they're just too awkward.
Yeah.
Like if I watch them, it hurts me a little. I
What,
can't think
what
of
about when
anything.
Kevin drops the chili?
Oh, I hate
all
that.
over the place?
So gross.
Once a year, I make Kevin's famous chili.
Yes. Yeah.
The trick is to undercook the onions. Everybody's gonna get to know each other.
Yeah, well
in
then
the
he's like
pot.
scooping it.
Yeah.
Ugh, Miss me with that.
His face, he's like,
Yes.
this. It's probably the thing I do best. And then he like drops it. He's like,
Yeah, 100%.
I think one of my favorite Kevin lines is when he's like dressed up for Halloween or whatever,
Mhm.
and Michael's like, he's talking to Gabe, and Michael's like, "Did you ask me first or whatever?" Like
Yes.
just something stupid. He's like, "I am so sorry." he's like, just don't let it happen again. He's
Yeah.
like, "You think I would let this happen again?" No way, Jose. He's all
Yeah.
like crying.
I know. He's so funny.
Gosh, it's so funny. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen The Office, go watch it,
Watch
please.
it. You're missing out.
I think it's one of the best and most realistic shows that there is, and I definitely think everybody can get something from it.
Mm-hmm.
100%. I think it's iconic. Did you ever
Yeah.
watch Parks and Rec?
I don't like it as much, but I
didn't
have
either.
watched it.
I didn't either. I don't like
It doesn't compare
as
to
much.
me.
Oh no, not
There-
at
it's
all.
not as funny, but
Yeah, no, definitely not. And the finale was awful. Parks and Rec.
you know, I actually liked the finale. I do like when they give you like a.
Like when they go back and forth in time.
I mean,
was
I like knowing what's gonna happen to everyone, but I know it's not the
Yeah.
best. But yeah.
I thought Ron was the best in that show.
Yes. Oh my god, he was
He's
hilarious.
so
I was-
funny.
I would say like the main character kind of annoyed me a little bit.
Who, Leslie?
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
a little annoying to
I
me.
think they
but
tried to make her too much like Michael Scott, even though she's not Michael Scott. It's made by the same people.
Yes. She was the Michael Scott of the show,
Yeah.
and it was
they
just
tried to make it like documentary style too, but it wasn't
didn't make
like,
any
really
sense.
documentary.
right.
Yeah,
It didn't make
it was
sense.
like weird.
I agree. Not my favorite.
Yeah, Tom was funny though.
Yes, yes, he's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh
Treat
my God.
yourself.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I love that.
we have been running for ages now. Okay, I'm gonna do the quote of the day now.
Yay.
Let's see if we can get one out of here. My hand's stuck. Whoa.
Oh shoot. You got 5 quotes of the day.
I have some office quotes in here.
Oh, okay.
So maybe we'll get one. Maybe we'll. The ladder of success is best climbed by stepping on the rungs of opportunity.
I like that.
Ayn Rand, A-Y-N, however you pronounce that.
Mm-hmm.
That guy. Or woman, I don't know.
That person.
Whatever they these days can
Yeah.
be, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes people come on here, they ask me if I think who my dream guest would be for the podcast.
Uh-huh.
So I always say, if I could pick someone that was dead, it
Yeah.
would be Mr. Rogers.
Really?
Hands down, Mr. Rogers would be
Really?
the best. And then Steve Irwin would be a really good one too. Crocodile Hunter.
Yes. So sad what happened to him, huh?
But someone alive, I think, for someone alive, I would love to have like John Krasinski and Jenna Fisher, which is Jim and Pam. And just have a talk.
However you say his name.
Krasinski.
He seems like such a cool person in
Oh,
real
yeah.
life. He's so funny
Yeah.
in real life too. So.
Yeah.
Even Jeanette Fisher is like so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, both Jenna Fisher and John Krasinski. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. Just have Jim and Pam on here.
Yes.
But Michael Scott would be top. Steve Carell.
I mean,
I would love to have Steve Carell.
yeah. I mean, I don't like how he left The Office, but
Yeah.
it's just my personal thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, he would be a cool person, I think,
Yeah.
in real life too.
Oh yeah, I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be definitely. Or Brian Baumgartner, Kevin. Just because I like his voice.
Yeah, I gotta listen to that
His
podcast.
Brian's voice, like his real voice, not Kevin's voice,
Mm-hmm.
is so good. It's so soothing.
Oh yeah.
It's so.
Oh,
great.
I really need to listen to that
Yeah.
podcast you were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
awesome. It's
Yeah.
really good. Yeah. I mean, I would like to have Post Malone on here too. I always say I would like
Post Malone would be a sick guest.
when he signs. I would like him to do tattoos.
On your face?
Tattoos.
Oh yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
That'd be
I think
sick.
that'd be funny. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. All kinds of. Well, you can sign it, by the way.
Aw, so cool. I feel so official. What color should I choose? I'm gonna go with purple. I'm gonna take up a small space so you can save it for Post Malone. That's my signature. This one's sick. Looks like
Oh,
it's in
yeah.
Hebrew.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
How'd
love
you
Hebrew.
know that?
I really want a tattoo in Hebrew.
Oh.
I think
Says
that's gonna be my
Jude.
next one. It's gonna be in Hebrew.
His name was Jude.
Very cool. I love Hebrew. I used to take Hebrew class when I was younger.
Oh.
It's such a cool language. It looks like alien or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hieroglyphs
Is it good?
or something. Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
hieroglyphs.
I need to get a new one of those. That thing is broken.
It might be.
That
So
big.
it's like hanging on by a
Yeah.
thread.
Real
Yeah.
bad. Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, I forgot to do that. I forgot to do this in the beginning, but if you want to win this tumbler that my mom made, don't forget you
That's
gotta be
beautiful.
subscribed to this channel, and then you gotta follow her Instagram, which is my.love.studio, which is linked in the description. And then just comment done under one of my YouTube videos, one of these podcasts, and you'll be entered into it. And then I'm actually going to delay it and pick it next episode. I was supposed to pick it this one because it comes out on Wednesday, but the whole thing with canon, so I'm delaying it a little bit. Also, I don't have any comments yet, so I need to delay it. But yeah, please enter this. Get this galaxy-themed tumbler.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I really like that. Such a good color.
It's cool, right? My mom hates it,
Yes.
but
What? I
I
love
think it's
it.
awesome.
I love galaxy themed things.
yeah. Maybe I'll put liquor in it too if you win.
Yeah. It comes
Oh my
with
gosh.
Bacardi.
Yeah, all right. Thank you for watching this podcast. This was episode 25. I don't think I forgot to do anything. Yeah, episode 25. Yeah, thank you for watching. We're a quarter of the way to 100, and I'm almost 1 year.
Woo.
June 3rd, I think, will be 1 year of doing
Wow.
these
That's
podcasts.
so exciting.
Once again, sorry for uploading late my other podcast, but my dog was in the hospital. Enter the giveaway, and oh yeah, all her links will be in the description. Follow her on
thank
social
you.
medias.
Yeah,
Hope we didn't offend you with our politics.
we kept it light. We kept
Yeah.
it light.
And yeah, if we did offend you, feel free to roast us in the comments.
Yeah, discourse in the comments,
Yeah.
respectful discourse.
Yes,
Um,
please,
But
respectful.
yeah, thank
Yeah.
you so much for having me. This was a lot of
Yeah.
fun. It was really nice meeting you.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I will see you on Saturday with another podcast.
Yay.
Later.
Boop.